You see that? I saw that. I imagine it was probably doing it last week as well. There's like 2 frames at the end of the card at that holds the countdown. That is the previous one. Well, there you go. A rare Easter eggs. That's what they call those. Yeah, well done. Welcome to video entertainment. Hello, friends. Well, got a treat in store for you today for those who are particularly taken with sorting methods in a spreadsheet. You're welcome. We're going to be playing all the games with two sorting, but we're going to go with fewest total wins from the 2 teams involved, from the top of the screen down to the bottom, if that makes sense. Right, so the fewest wins for both teams are Peninsula Transport versus Lingo Blend. Neither team could be said to have had a good season, but maybe they'll turn it on for us now. Let's go and have a look and see what we're looking at. It is a roasting all day, so it's anybody's guess. Yeah, so in the event of a tie, we'll start at the top. It doesn't really matter. Lingo Blend have got a ball. Is Luke Negligence. That's a complete to Hack Murphy, the living legend. 24 yards is Zodiac. Throws late. He was clearly over the line of scrimmage, but no one seems to care as Faith Breather takes off for 33 yards. That was nice. John the Plum is deflected by Sarian. Negligence flips it out to the sideline for 3 yards. Zodiac again. Murphy. Touchdown. 1-0 Lingo Blend. Hanky Fungible gets us started for Peninsula Transport. Sarian's having a carry there, breaks a tackle. And Janet Mission's been injured already, bringing in Stephen Truckstop. Okay, Bradley Comer there, completes a 26-yarder, that's nice. Truckstop is immediately making his presence felt, in issuing a tackle for loss. Comer now on 3rd and 4, gets out there to Galacticus Tongs. Yeah, Galacticus Tongs, friends, he's a player. Osarian runs it in to make it 1-1 with just 14 plays gone. Lingo Blend taking back over, and they've already got a 3rd down, but it's complete to Hack Murphy. John the Plum completes Crash Zodiac, who was just hanging around there waiting for a pass, and he's got that pass. It's a 33-yard gain. Zodiac catches an 8-yarder. He's then sacked by Kilkenny Prohound, and it's 3rd and 4, and it's Hack Murphy who gets him a 1st down. Another 19 yards on his total. He's getting very close to 15,000, which he will break in this game, unless no one throws him the ball again. Well, there's a touchdown. He's not quite there yet. I mean, I was maybe overplaying it a little bit. Either way, Lingo Blend up 2-1. Sarian, another nice piece of running. He's slippery as Sarian. He got 13 yards off that, which is pretty solid. Crash Zodiac makes a tackle for loss. You don't see that very often. 3rd and 12, and Fungible can't get the 1st down. Back over to Lingo Blend again. And the Plum runs it for 2. Is Negligence. Zodiac with the 1st down. A 21-yard gain. Zodiac throws again. Murphy with a 9-yard catch. Pushing the 100 in this one. John the Plum runs for 18. This is looking pretty good. Lingo Blend looking, all right. But they are playing a team that can be bothered putting in a game plan. So, I mean, your mileage is going to be more than it would be normally. 2nd and 10. Crash Zodiac intercepted at the line by Rhett Violin. First interception of the year. Fungible runs for 9. Sarian's got him another 1st down. And that's a 14-yard gain. Bradley Comer runs it for 1. Fungible throws. Deflected by Faith Breather. That was a good pass as well. That would have gone some. Cordelia Benzedrine catches this one, though, and it's worth 19 yards. Comer straight up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Gets 1st down. Fungible is on the go. But Rhett Violin's had himself beaten up by Zimski Tabulate. Tyrone Mendonca has subbed in alongside Alice Kilbay. A double substitution for the Lingo Blend All-Stars. And Benzedrine has been injured by Faith Breather. Well, those two were always going to fight like dog and dog. Yeah, anyway, 3rd and goal as we hit half-time. It's still only 2-1, and Fungible is in the end zone. Millstone Misfit with the score to make it 2-2. Negligence pings one out of bounds, and it's 3rd and 1. And it's Murphy who gets them that 1, and another 4 on top of it. There goes Faith. That's a good run. It's worth 30 yards. You should have said cat and cat, you see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got my species mixed up. It was still pretty clever on the spur of the moment, I thought. Would have been if you'd got it right. Sarian completes a quick pass there for 15 yards. Peninsula moving the ball again. Lingo Blend having stalled out. Mendonca runs for 12. Now Coma's got a catch and a first down. Here's Sarian. And it's intercepted by Hank Murphy, his 16th in his career. Plum throws a 6-yarder. Negligence has open receivers downfield. Can't find them. Zodiac now moving it. Yeah, that's a 4-yard run. First and 10. Faith has got the catch. And it's a 21-yard gain. Negligence chucks one away because he felt like it. Zodiac's going to keep the ball, make a run, and get a first down. And get a touchdown. Great run. A 31-yarder for Crash Zodiac. To make it 3-2 with 30 left to play. Millstone Misfit there catches a 20-yarder off the pass from Sarian. Fungible throws Coma with the catch. Press players chuck £2 in the bucket forgetting to submit a game plan. Submit your game plan. How do you expect to train young players if you don't field them when your season is over? You've got to train them up. There's experience to be had in giving them some game time. Bradley Coma scores at 3-all. Got to train your players. Anyway, that one's intercepted. Fungible's picked it off and Peninsula have a chance to go ahead. There goes Bradley. He's got a nice catch for 18. Osarian now hustling, picks up 4. Mendonca's looking to throw, and he's sacked by Stephen Truckstop. Fungible on 3rd and 8. Touchdown Misfit. 2 touchdowns for Millstone Misfit in this game. Good play. 15 for Lingo Blend to equalise. Well, no. Misfit there with a deflection. It's 2nd and 10. Coma with a deflection. It's 3rd and 10. And Fungible makes a stop, giving Peninsula the opportunity to run the clock out on this one. Sarian goes 3, 2nd and 6. And Tyrone's got the first down, and that helps. As does the yardage. A 19-yard gain is nothing to be sniffed at. Sarian picks up 1. It's 3rd and 9. Mendonca is going to throw it a long way behind the line. Well, I mean, it's a strategy. Hold on, Fungible's just picked it off again. And Hank's on his way to a possible MVP award for this match. And he's down at the 3-yard line. This is definitely beyond reach. Yep, there you go. It's all over, 5-3. Well, there you go, Lingo Blend there. Started out looking pretty good. Ended up looking business as usual. Final score, Peninsula Transport 5, Lingo Blend 3. Hank Fungible, player of the game for Peninsula Transport. 80 fan points, 136 passing, 2 touchdowns, 3 deflections, 2 interceptions. Hank Murphy for the All-Stars with 54 fan points, 110 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 1 deflection, 1 interception. Okay, yeah, good. Pancakes, yeah, go on in. 22 for Stephen Truckstop at the All-Stars. Meanwhile, at Peninsula, any advance on 30? Nope, it's Kilkenny Prohound with 30 pancakes. All right, so that was a grand total of 3 wins. 4, beg your pardon. 4, no, it was 3 wins. It was 3 wins. They played a game now. 3 wins. So we're now looking for a match-up with 4 wins, and there's one just here as the Medics are taking on the Minstrels. I did have a quick scope around. There isn't any other 4s that we can play with. The Medics are looking for new ownership. New ownership. They are under active management at the moment, but management wishes to step aside for someone young and enthusiastic and full of joy, and are looking for a unique fixer-upper opportunity who can turn this group of misfits into something that competes. The Minstrels, on the other hand, have no such excuse. Yeah. And since I haven't seen Vec comment, I'm going to diss him for the entire game. It is raining, so expect this to be mediocre. Yeah, see, there you are. All right, Minstrels up first. Kermit Clinton gets a 7-yard gain immediately. Drummond Winstock picks up 2, 3rd and very short. Fassbender throws. Vectrix has got the catch. And 53-yard, very soggy gain there. Windsock now running the ball, manages to evade half a tackle and gets 9 yards out of it. Fassbender completes a short one to keep the drive going. Clinton towards the end zone, throws out of bounds. Drennan and Windsock. Potential, interesting future superstar, maybe. Void Monkey makes the catch, though, and that's 1-0 Minstrels. Let's see what Bumson have brought to the party. Well, they bought Agility Bumrake, who's got 36 yards off a nice pass. Tone Penta completes to Egon Sanction. They've gone for a middleweight passing a receiver combination, but can they catch in the wet? So far, yes. But, I mean, anyway, drive's over. All right. Well, we'll just have to find out over the course of the game. Here comes Windsock again. It's another nice run. 11 yards gained there. And that's a good throw, and it's Vectrix once more, who chews up another 36 yards. Boam with the deflection. Windsock stuffed at the line. Fassbender completes a short one, but it's not good enough, and the medics take back over. A 2-yard run from Scooter. Here comes Anubis Python, who's kept the ball to himself. Oh, dodging the linebacker, making an ineffective tackle, and he gets a comfortable first down. Tone Penta goes nowhere. Scooter's got a good lead, but he's not. He's being outpaced by Tiggy Flipping Teapot, who is a chuffing great tree. Dear me. Yeah. No, the Roadies haven't played yet. Yeah. Anyway, what's happening? It's 3rd and 11. Penta throws. It's caught. Agility Bumrake. Touchdown. 1-1 is the score. 30 plays deep into the game. Here comes Windsock on a second down for the Minstrels, and it's worth 3 yards, which is not many. They've then completed a nice pass to Gillian Void Monkey, and this will be a lot more than 3 yards. 61, in fact. Clinton throws one to no one. Is Windsock. And Windy chucks it out of bounds. Fassbender throws a short one that's not worth anything, and the Bumson are back. The Bumson. You could call them the Bumson if you want. They're back at the helm, and Bumrake breaks 2 tackles in order to get the first down. Is Agility Bumrake actually going to end up being a good player? Drow do make really interesting receivers because they don't look like much on paper, but they end up turning it on the field. Either way, Bumson have lost possession, and the Minstrels are back on it, but they're throwing the ball away at the moment. But Fassbender finds Vectrix eventually, and he's fumbled the ball. Bumrake has recovered. Interesting. Boam goes nowhere. There's a deflection from Void Monkey. 3rd and 9. Tone Penta. And it's Sanction with the catch. Obviously, Vectrix won't tackle him. Sanction picking up 43 yards. Very nice. Scooter running it is tackled on the edge of the line. Python can't get anywhere either, leaving Penta to try and do something on a 3rd and 11 as we hit the second half. He doesn't do anything, so the Minstrels are back on it. Big throw, well over the head of absolutely everyone, but I mean, I admire the optimism. That one worked though. There goes Void Monkey again, and she's got a good lead. Sanction is closing in, and it's a 76-yard gain. There you go. Anubis Python's been injured by Norman Speedboat Sabutio Bongo subbing in. And, I mean, if you want to learn anything from the Minstrels, it's you don't need to be all that good. If once every 6 plays you can throw one to a receiver who's going to get you 60 yards. They've had an interception, and Void Monkey's in the end zone again. It's now 3-1. Karina Very makes a tackle for loss. Bongos completes a pass to Scooter Boam. That's an unusual combination, but it worked. Tone Penta gives up on passing, runs it 2 yards. 2nd and 7. Boam finds a friend in Penta, who has the first down, and that's 15 yards worth of money. Bongos runs it for, well, he doesn't actually. Norman Speedboat there claiming a tackle for loss, and then Very is forced to fumble, and the Minstrels are back on it, and it's a touchdown. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I mean, you could say it's a cheat code, but it's open to everyone, and it's very clearly advertised. So there's no shame in it, except that which I imply through, slightly acerbic commentary with regards to team who just play Route 1. What about using a super-powered runner to just rack up 15 yards every time they get the ball? That's completely different. Fast bender on 2nd and 6. 3rd and 6, Clinton. And there goes Void Monkey for the touchdown. It's 5-1, and I'm gonna put this one out of its misery. Yeah. The Medics are not playing badly, but they just lack a spark of the thing that will take them to the next level at the moment. They've got a couple of players who could be positive in the future, and they are looking for a friend. If you want to be the Bumson Medics friend, say howdy. Swing by. Come and get involved. It'll make your Tuesday nights all the more interesting, as your little video game people completely fail to do anything useful. That's 7-1. Yeah. I mean, there are two things that are working for the Minstrels. Thing number 1, Gillian Void Monkey. Thing number 2, to a lesser extent, Fingers Vectrix. That's it. Yeah, just keep throwing them the ball. Kermit Clinton's got himself injured by Tone Pento bringing in 3rd Minstrel's Bane, but it's far too late for that to have any meaningful impact on the results. Final score, Minstrel 7, Medics 1. Player of the game, Gillian Void Monkey with 306 yards receiving. Not bad. 17 pancakes as well. Speaks to me of ineffectual coverage. 6 touchdowns, 1 deflection, 1 interception. Agility bum rate for the Bumson Medics, 43 fan points, 103 yards receiving, 13 pancakes. Speaks to me of ineffectual cover player. The Medics are looking for a new manager, Tim. You want a job? Come on, Tim. Come on. Come on, Tim. Get into it. You've been watching for ages. Come on. Come on, Tim. Come on. Come on. What else? Oh, whatever. Pancakes at the Medics. Ding, 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 ding. Chaz, Contraband with 41. Meanwhile, at the Minstrels, Norman Speedboat with 59. And Tim looks to be submitting his CV to take over at the Medics. That's all good. Right, okay, 2 games down. And that one was 4 wins between both teams. So we're looking for 5. There aren't any 5s. I looked earlier and there just aren't any. Okay, what about 6? No 6s. No 6s. 7? I know it's not that one. That one's going to be quite close to last. In fact, it's going to be tied for last. No, but it'll be the penultimate game. 7. I've got to see, we've got a couple. It is a 7. Right. Grazer Ridge up against Edgeslum. A clash of the Titans. Yeah, what do we think? I really like Scorpion Ring. Has to be said, I like Scorpion Ring. And obviously, Edgeslum are a team who always provide good value for money because they're violent. That said, I also really like Girded Fang. Girded Fang's just good darts. Yeah. I mean, Josh Rubinho as a blocker, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't. I just don't. He's such a good receiver. It's a blessed field. Oh, well, this could be anything then. Well, if Daft Teflon gets in the end zone, we could see a Jackson Clown Car level performance. But she's not going to do it like that. No yards gained. Ring is sacked by Duplicitous. Balot win. Nothing doing. Okay, over to Grazer Ridge are going to have a go. Glitch goes nowhere. The ball goes nowhere. And then on 3rd down, the ball goes nowhere. All right, neither team able to do anything at the moment. They will, I'm sure. Mikey Ultra there coming up with a sack. It's 3rd and 14 for the Slum. And Balotwin is having a go. It's Blotwink. I thought it was. All right, a 1st down for Edgeslum, and Daft Teflon has taken off and run 18 yards. Scorpion punches through the middle, but it's only worth 1. Balotwink completes to Bobbert Weasel, who has another 1st down for Edgeslum. Daphne throws it away. It's not really her move. Scorpion chucks it. It's a 10-yard 1st down. Edgeslum still moving the ball. Balotwink is going to run. Won't get very far, but a run anyway. Here goes Daphne, and she's got a lane. Daphne Teflon touchdown. I just want to see. I miss Jackson Clown Car. That's all I'm saying. Because he was such good fun to watch. Anyway, Pat Duplicitous is running like a beast and picks up 28 yards. Girded Fang having a similar kind of manoeuvre. It's a very nice run. 22 yards there for Fang, who did it the hard way, breaking through tackles. Baffled has now got a good catch, and Grazer Ridge knocking on the door about 6 yards out, and Baffled's got a touchdown. It is 1-1. There goes Teflon. An 11-yard first down move immediately. Scorpion is tackled for a loss. Balotwink is, good tackle from Mikey Ultra, who had to break through the line to get there. But Teflon uses that pace to go 31 yards. And that wasn't a straightforward run. Had to carve through a gap. Brilliant. Balotwink gets 3 more. Daff needs 3 for the first down. Does not get there. Girded Fang with the tackle. Melvin Glitch, 7 yards. Paper Trail throws. Duplistus has got the catch, breaks the first tackle. Bongos comes in, and that tackle's broken as well. Duplistus, has he got gas left in the tank to go the distance? No, but it was 70 yards. Fang, 2 Duplicitus, touchdown. Oh, is this the Pat Duplistus game? Could be. Scorpion waits way too long in the backfield before giving up and pays the price. And, in that time, Edgeslum have run out of downs, and Grazer Ridge are back on it. Fang breaks a couple of tackles, has a touchdown. They're going to be a handful. Daff runs for 2, 9 carries for 71 in the game so far. Too many of them stopped in the backfield before they develop. Balotwink goes 2, and we're back with Grazer Ridge again. Paper Trail throws. It's deflected by Ring, and he needed to do that. Never mind. No, Fang just got a first down. 22 yards on that carry. Baffled, touchdown. Oh dear. Yeah, 4-1 is the score. Would you like to see more? Scorpion punches through the line, picks up 3. His average is only 1 yard a carry, which is somewhat disappointing. And Grazer Ridge are on it again. Paper Trail flips it out there. Fang with the catch and go. Still go. Touchdown. 5-1. Grazer Ridge, turning what looked like it could be a colossal set of errors for both teams, have turned it into a, oh dear, one-sided affair. Duplistus, a nice catch for Grazer Ridge. Breaks about 3 tackles there in rapid succession, then fumbles the ball as an afterthought, but his friend picked it up. Paper Trail, baffled, touchdown. 6-1. Daff with a 3-yard gain up the middle. There goes Scorpion, not a lot there for him. Balotwink on 3rd and 7. Scrapes a first down. Come on, Daff. Don't run towards the tree, man. It's a bad move. Scorpion on 2nd and 10 is just short of the first down. Balotwink, though, does the wise thing and falls over the line. 2nd and 9. Ring, nothing. Balotwink, nothing. And we are back in the company of Grazer Ridge, who flip it out to Baffled immediately. And he's going to be somewhat tricky to tackle. Leg bite will do it, yeah. Still 53 yards, though. 2nd and 10. Girded Fang. No. 3rd and 10. Melvin Glitch. No. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that wasn't Edgeslum stepping up so much as it was Grazer Ridge just kind of giving up. Ring runs for 6. Balotwink goes nowhere. Teflon. Go on, Daff. Got a block there from Balotwink to free up an 11-yard carry. Ring goes for 2. Is Christie? Go, Christie. No. Daff. Come on, Daff. Let's go. And there goes Daff. Daff turning on the jets. Is going to go all the way to the end zone. A 58-yard rushing touchdown. You love to see it. They have left it too late. For a comeback, yeah, but I want to see her go again before we run out of time. Oh, you'll get the opportunity. Baffled is just breaking tackles and heading all the way north, and that's a 53-yard touchdown. Daff runs first and doesn't get anywhere. Boo! Scorpion goes 2 yards. Balotwink 4 yards. All right, well that's the end of that then. Yeah, no, let's put it down. Let's put it behind a special tent and save it some misery. Yeah, Fang, end zone, touchdown, 8-2. Nothing for Daff on that one. Scorpion, nice run, 14 for 38. It's not very good. Weasel, a catch for 25. Daff runs straight into tacklers. If she could get a couple of blocks, I know she'd be a nightmare. You'd never see her. I think she might actually be faster them both received. They did score then. No, it's too late for it to matter. Yeah, no. They might even be faster than those two receivers at the Minstrels. But without blocks, it's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not going to happen. There goes Daff. Only gets 8 on that one. Scorpion runs for 6. A sack comes in from Melvin Glitch. It's 2nd and 12. Daff can't find a gap. Scorpion can't find a gap. And Grazer Ridge can run the clock out. So they do so. Final score, Grazer Ridge 8, Edgeslum 3. Player of the game, oh, that's ugly, is Joe Stein Baffled for Grazer Ridge with 65 fan points. He retires in 2 weeks. 259 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 tackle for loss. Over at Edgeslum, 19 fan points. Oh, yeah, good point. 3 sets of 65 fan points. Girded Fang also got there. That's 100 yards offense, 5 touchdowns and a tackle for loss. Mikey Ultra also got there with 29 pancakes, 12 tackles, 4 tackles for loss and a sack. 19 fan points is the best Edgeslum could manage. 19. And that came off a player who got 1 sack and 14 pancakes. Oh boy. Yeah, Daff ran for 159 yards. Doesn't matter, not number 1. Pancakes at Edgeslum. 19 for Mateo Falcone. Oh, all the whoops. Over at Grazer Ridge, 29 for Zenith Dark. Also 29 for Mikey Ultra. Okay, yeah. Edgeslum, though, do know that they are looking forward to next season where everything will be better. Right, looking for 5 wins. I don't think there are any 5-win combos out in the wild. I think, no, the last one was a 7. The last one was a 7. So we are looking for 8s. I think that's a 9. Yes. Well done, you. See, because the scores are now getting mingled in with the win count, so I'm getting a little bit thrown. All right, hold on. 14, very good. Okay, 13, yes, 13, yes, 13. That's all right, we work our way down. There's a 9, okay. There's an 11, that's a 19, tied. Then you've got another 9, and that's a 12. Then you've got a 13, then a 10, and then an 8. We got an 8. Right, here we go. Let's go. Voodoo Boys are taking on the Fire Chefs. Chefs have looked pretty good occasionally. Voodoo Boys, same story, as have looked good occasionally. Can't quite string enough together to be consistent, but do look like they could be going places in the future, even if that is the early selection of the draft. Olivetti Typewriter will get us underway for the Chefs in just a moment. Just a moment. There you go. And 5 yards on the run. Wheelchair throws to Plough for not a lot. Giovanni, etc. is deflected by Ocean Tanclart. Voodoo Boys take possession. Wheelchair with the deflection. Tanclart finds a wide open Bertha Raccoon, who it looks like had slapped Buster Plough in the chops to get wide open. Raccoon with a touchdown. Wheelchair now throwing. It's Plough with the catch. Well, let's hope he breaks tackles more than he makes them. Giovanni, etc. is sacked. 2nd and 11. Typewriter goes nowhere. Wheelchair on 3rd down, and it's intercepted by Ocean Tanclart with quite a nice return. Rim shot throws Gonzalo Lauriers open for days, and it's a touchdown. 2-0 Voodoo Boys, less than 15 plays into the game. Wheelchair throws an 11-yarder. Typewriter is deflected by Tanclart. Here's Typewriter again. That one's deflected by Raccoon. Wheelchair on 3rd down. Completes to Chad. Okay, etc. Throws. It's a good catch. I think that was Plough made that one. 2nd and 10. Wheelchair. It's caught by Plough for no yards. 3rd and 11. Deflected by rim shot. Voodoo Boys back on it. Bertha makes a good catch and gains 32 yards. Tanclart runs for nothing. Here's turn off. And that one's Bertha Raccoon making a catch. It's 24 yards. Rim shot. Raccoon. Touchdown. That's 3-0. already. Gonzalo comes up with a sack, and then Chad makes a catch and has a first down, evading tackles as he does so. Giovanni is deflected by Gonzalo. Olivetti is deflected by Tanclart. And on third down, Buster Plough decides to fumble the ball, but he was short of the first down marker anyway, so it didn't affect all that much. Laurie gains 29 on a catch. His turn off on 2nd and 11, throwing it into just some space. Rim shot, no chance. No chance, 5 yards only. Typewriter completes to Plough, 14 yards gained. Wheelchair deflected by Tanclart, who's having a busy day. Raccoon deflects that one, 3rd and 10. Plough's got the catch, has the first down, keeps his handles on it this time. Georgie Wheelchair running the ball. He's very fat for a Celestial, Georgie Wheelchair. Yeah, I know. Last week you thought he was a troll. It's because he's so fat. I thought he was a big lad, and he is. He's a big fat Celestial as Buster Plough gets into the end zone for his 16th career touchdown. Gonzalo Laurie with the kick return. Yeah, 33 yards. Tanclart, not a lot doing there. Turn off, sacked, fumbles. Rim shot advances the ball. But that's the end of the drive. It all kinds of goes to pot after a fumble recovery. Wheelchair with the throw deflected by rim shot, etc. Throws is picked off by Bertha, who takes it to the house for a pick 6. Voodoo Boys now up 4-1. Half-time has rolled around, and the Fire Chefs just are not clicking yet. Maybe they will do later. Or maybe it's just the early onset of arthritis. First down for Gonzalo Laurie as the Voodoo Boys take possession once more, and Bertha is open again and has another touchdown. It's now 5-1. Typewriter, no. Wheelchair, yes. Chad with the catch. Chad's very much a player in progress, but he got the catch, got the first down, and he's done it again. Broke a couple of tackles there, gained 26. Typewriter throws, Plough drops the ball. 2nd and 10, Wheelchair, deflected by Raccoon. Is etc. That was caught by Chad, who has a touchdown. It's 5-2. Okay. Plough with the deflection. Tanclart running the ball on 2nd down, and it's a nice run. It's worth 11 yards. Taking Tanclart's total to 11 yards. Gonzalo Laurie, great catch, breaks a tackle, gets 56 yards. Rim shot, throws. It's a short one to turn off, and that's worth 7. Tanclart, no running this time. Shut down. And a block in the end zone means the Fire Chefs did not concede a score there. Well, they've got used to it now. They want to mix it up a little bit. Etc. throws a short one. Typewriter with the catch. It's 2nd and 4. And that one's deflected by rim shot. There's a lot of deflections happening on this team. There are a lot happening. Yep, that's what I said. Tanclart throws a 13-yarder. Bambi turnoff. Big throw deflected by Anxiety Burger downfield. But Raccoon's got the next one. It's worth 25. Tanclart is sacked by Chad. Here comes turnoff to Laurie for a touchdown. We'll take this one all the way into the changing rooms and give it a rub down. Good catch from Plough. Another good catch from Plough. And an interception by rim shots. It's just some days it does not flow your way as Bertha Raccoon gets her 5th touchdown of the game. Plough, another decent catch. And then Raccoon with the deflection. I think Bertha might be on for player of the day. Maybe. Don't know. Turnoff looking for a downfield friend, and there are none available. Typewriter throws for 5 yards. Wheelchair runs it for not a lot. Etc. throws it for not a lot. And the Voodoo Boys are back in possession. Tanclart sacked by Chad, who now has 2 sacks in the game. Good work, Chad. Fire Chefs back in possession, but with only 3 plays left, they're not going to win. But I think we established that a little bit earlier anyway. Typewriter completes on the last play of the game, but it's all over. Final score, Voodoo Boys 7, Fire Chefs 2. Bertha Raccoon, player of the game with 90 fan points, just ahead of Vincent Rimshot, who had 85, and Ocean Tanclar, who had 71, and Gonzalo Laurie, who had 69. It's a good, consistent performance from the Voodoo Boys. Raccoon, 239 receiving, 5 touchdowns, 4 deflections, and an interception. For the Chefs, Chad is the top of the tree with 58 fan points, 169 receiving, 1 touchdown, 1 tackle for loss, 2 sacks. Pancakes for the Chefs, it's 33 for strong bad malcontent, whereas at the Vuvu Boys, 45 for Holston Salt Block, who is going to have quite a bright future, I believe. All right, good. Well, that was an 8, wasn't it? It was at a 9. Oh, I've got something in my eye. Be a professional. All right. I have something in my eye. All right. Okay, that works. Who are we watching? You pillock. That was an 8. Right. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at 9s. There was a 9. I saw it. There it is. It's Sports Ball up against the Toy Masters. Well, they're the first 9 anyway, so let's make it happen. Both these playoff regulars are struggling a little this season. It's a bit of a reboot. Sports Ball, I think, are still in the running, but we'll find out at the end of the show. Yeah. Thanks to Hijack, Bird Dog, the Frenchman, flipping. Look at the talent. Chonk Olympics and Ingrid Matrix in the line. Pretty good. Tudor Quick's having a great debut season. Over on the Toy Masters, you've got Evelyn Propshaft, who's a big nothing. Remington Boost, who's a rookie. And Carp Volume, who is who? In the line, though, Claw Scratch Board. Epic. Yeah. And then Pigster Overhead and Mindy Sleeperdot. No. Sahara Dawn, Johanna U-Turn, both good receivers. And it's a beautiful day for some Brutalball. Getting those kids some well-needed practice. Well, let's see if Remington Boost can boost the chances for the Toy Masters on this first play. Not really, no. All right, here's Prop Shafts. Here's Volume on 3rd down, and that was deflected by the Frenchman. The Frenchman first with the ball for Sports Ball. Couldn't see a friend, but Daxter's got a catch there on 2nd down, and the chains move in the breeze. Chirp Scott running for 16 is the Frenchman on 1st and goal, deflected by U-turn. Vault style to the end zone, Frenchman touchdown. Remington Boost, another 2-yard run. Prop shaft throws, Sahara Dawn, good catch, breaks a tackle, still on his feet because Chonkalim is slower than dirt. Carp Volume now, finding Sahara Dawn wide open, difficult to mark, and that's a touchdown. Toy Masters square it up. Daxter gets a 1st down for Sports Ball. Here's Vault style. He does all kinds of evasion, then steps back across the line and it counts as a sack. Frenchman throws, Volume with the deflection, and the Toy Masters take over. Sahara's wide open again. You can't mark Sahara Dawn with whoever you... I think you're trying to mark Sahara Dawn with the Frenchman. Well, that's not going to work. No, 2-1 Toy Masters. As Sports Ball try and, wind up their clockwork offense and make it. Nope, out on 3 downs. Here goes Remington. 1 yard? 1 yard. Okay. Remington Boost. Yeah, I don't think he's a runner. I don't think so, but he's getting the practice in. Johanna U-turn makes a 20-yard catch and go. Remington, this time he's past the line. And then the first player catches up to him, makes an easy tackle. Evelyn Propshaft runs 1 yard. Carp Volume with the throw. Johanna's got the catch. Daxter misses the tackle and gives up a touchdown. Toy Masters now up 3-1. There goes Bird Dog. 27 yards. Chirp runs it for 7. The Frenchman throws. Daxter's got the catch. He won't get too far. He's not that quick. He's very skillful, but he's not that quick. Farmer Vault style, a 1st down run for 10. And Sports Ball are knocking on the door. And we've let them in. It's 3-2. Remington makes a 6-yard gain. Prop shaft looks for someone. Finds Carp Volume, who moves very slowly. But it's enough for a 1st down. Matrix comes up with a sack. Boost gets 1 yard. Prop shaft on 3rd and 11. And that one's been thrown to Never Never Land. Daxter with a catch for Sports Ball. And it's a 27-yard 1st down. Vault style. Swerves in and out of trouble to make everyone fall over and look foolish, and then runs at 17 yards. Scott is going to try something similar. It really doesn't work. The Frenchman is sacked by Sahara Dawn. 3rd and 14. It's ambitious. Volt Style there snuffed out after 7, and the Toy Masters take back over. Prop Shaft downtown, and it's dropped by Johanna U-turn. Oh, that was wide open. Well, she's making up for it now. A 31-yard gain. But, I mean, seriously, if nobody's marking you and you drop the ball, that's death by baseball bat in the car park. Remington Boost has a gap, has a run, goes 15. Prop Shaft, 1st and 10. And it's deflected by the Frenchman. Half-time rolls around, and it's a close one. Toy Masters up 3-2, and they have the ball right now. Carp Volume running it, has a 1st down. Remington, no. Okay, Prop Shaft. Yes, but it's not enough. 3rd and 2. Volume to the end zone. Johanna U-turn. Touchdown. 4-2. Hold on. Toy Masters pick it off. Prop Shaft with a career 1st interception. But they've got a 2nd and 13 already, and Sahara's got the catch and is down at about the 4-3 yard line. And there's a touchdown, so what does it really matter? 5-2 now to the Toy Masters. And Sports Ball are going to go like, hang on. We were kind of in a running there for a wild card spot. Yeah, not so much anymore. If you lose this, because you're not in the whatever it is division where someone's going to go through with a losing record. No, you've got to play against the big boys. Frenchman gets a 1st down for 5 yards. Deflection from Volume is Scott on 2nd and 10, and that's worth 4. The Frenchman now. And it's Volt Style dropping the ball to turn the ball back over to the Toy Masters. Matrix with a sack. Volume. Look downtown. Has done. And then Daxter's deflected it. Why do you win with kids? Because you've got an absolute beast quake in the middle of your line. Scratchboard is having one good blocker can be transformative if the opposition doesn't have one. And I mean, that's all it comes down to sometimes. Obviously, if they've got blockers as well, or if they've got defensive line that is a match for your blockers, comes down to who's better. But if they're not packing heat in the line and you are, then as long as you've got some capable players, you're going to walk it. Anyway, Sportsball are pulling it back. And then Daxter's just intercepted, so Sportsball have a chance to equalise. While I was talking about how you could walk it, Sportsball are 2 yards away from the end zone, Volt Style. And there's the tying score. Chirp Scott makes it. Sahara, good catch, and it's a 1st down. Prop Shaft. And there goes Sahara again into opposing territory. 43-yard gain. Volume throws it away. Boost. Gets 3 yards. Here's Prop Shaft, 3rd and 7. Do or die. And it's intercepted by Daxter once more. 10 plays now for Sports Ball to get ahead. Peakster Overhead has been injured by Ingrid Matrix, and Glenda Bastard has subbed in. And that's bringing out a big gun late in the game. Bird Dog with a catch. They've got a long way to go, and I don't think they've got the speed to get there, although Bird Dog's about to prove me wrong. He's not that quick, but he's gone 40 yards there. Scott dropped by Bird Dog. 4 plays to go. 1st down for the Frenchman. Volt Style tries something stupid. Scott is down at the 1-inch line. Last play of the game, and the Frenchman scores it to make it Sports Ball 6, Toy Masters 5. Woo! Real close stuff. Daxter Hijack, player of the game for Sports Ball Uni with 67 fan points, 141 receiving, 15 pancakes. 2 deflections, 2 interceptions. Sahara Dawn for the Toy Masters, scix fan points. 214 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 1 sack, 16 tackles. Busy day. Claw Scratchboard, 52 pancakes for the Toy Masters. Tudor Quicks with 37 for Sports Ball. If Tudor Quicks has a good off-season, Tudor Quicks could be quite a good player. Tudor Quicks. Right, okay, what was that? That was a 9. We're now looking for 9s or 10s. There's an 11, okay. 9s or 10s. 9s or 10s. There's another 9. There's another 9. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, there's another 10. Okay, all right. That would be a 9 if we hadn't already played it. All right. Cheerio Incorporated are taking on the Bongolia Sea Raiders. Who's going to win? Well, we don't know, but Indecent Gary is real good. Yeah. Not flashy good, but good. The Bongolia offense is, who knows, depends whether they turn up or not. Paul Dagger, though, is also really good. Trenton Trinity's put up a lot of pancakes this season. Yeah. Not as many as Troy Oktoberfest, though. That's a good line at Cheerio. Yeah, do you think it's a better line than the Raiders have got? Based on their sack count, no. Right then. Obviously, it's foggy because the Raiders are at home. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here comes Hugo Blowfish. We're going to learn quite quickly whether there is a line disparity in the favour of the Sea Raiders as Mikey Heimlich takes off and gets a first down. He's not got long to go before he retires either. Paul Crapwhistle does nothing with that one. Blowfish on 2nd and 11, sacked by Pangs. Mike, 3rd and 15, keeps the ball, runs with it. That's what Superstars want, and he gets the first down. Mikey Heimlich gets it there, gets the job done. Hugo Blowfish runs for 4. Mike still needs 5 for the first down. He doesn't get it this time. Indecent Gary with a tackle for loss. Raj Firewall also retiring in a couple of games. Gains 20 on the pass catch thing. Busted, throws, Crapwhistle deflects. 3rd and 10. Alan Twerp will get it. Cheerio still moving the ball. Pitbull Jones to Pangs. It's a 26-yard first down. Rosemary Busted is deflected by Blowfish. Here's Twerp. He's got a good line there, and it's worth 4 yards. It's not quite enough, but it's not a bad move. Touchdown, though, for Pitbull Jones. Makes it Cheerio 1, Sea Raiders 0, but it's still early doors. Blowfish throws, Albright with the catch for 30 yards. Heimlich is deflected by Gary. Crapwhistle is deflected by his own incompetence. And then Blowfish is caught by Mikey Heimlich, who takes it downfield. 30 yards gained, and the Sea Raiders are almost knocking on the door. Although it is foggy, so they can hardly see the door at the moment. Blowfish, still Blowfish. He went sideways, and that cost him. Cheerio back in possession again. Twerp, lovely effort running there from Alan Twerp, worth 7 yards. There's the throw. Firewall's got the catch. Heimlich can't make that tackle. Yeah, you'd think that a halfling would be able to bring a Minotaur down, no problemo, but apparently not. I demand an inquest into authenticity as Pitbull Jones goes a 42-yard receiving touchdown. Heimlich, he's up the middle, it's worth 6 yards. Crapwhistle. And it's a good pass, and Darkness Albright's got it, and that's worth 29. Blowfish breaks 2 tackles, and then is straight ahead this time for 20. Heimlich. He goes to the side, and there's nothing there for him to find. Crapwhistle is stuffed as well. Blowfish on 3rd and long. Only a 5-yard gain. Cheerio back on it again. Big Rob McGirt coming with a tackle for loss. Pitbull. 10. 3rd and 1. Rosemary Busted throws to Firewall. Breaks that first tackle. Gets 19. Twerp. That's complete as well. That's worth 6. Pitbull has nowhere to run to. So has a bit of a fall over instead. Jones goes nowhere, but Blowfish is back on it for the Raiders. Doesn't do anything with it, but he was back on it anyway. Mikey Heimlich is getting it done though. He's like, why am I the only one on this team who puts a day's work in? You bunch of children are useless. I'm glad I'm retiring. You don't deserve me. There he goes again, look. Mikey Heimlich. 20 yards. Oktoberfest comes up with a sack. Blowfish is now running it. That's a nice run from Hugo Blowfish. 28 yards. And got the memo. And then just to kind of rub it in, Heimlich there throws a touchdown. It's 2-1. Might have felt like one-way traffic so far, but it hasn't. The traffic has been both ways, but they haven't gone the full distance in either way as we reach half-time, and the Sea Raiders have the ball. A 3-yard gain immediately. Heimlich keeps it, runs it, has a first down, still on his feet, gains 22. Paul Crapwhistle has finally got the message, and he's run it for 8 as well. Blowfish is now running it, and it's like the Sea Raiders actually doing what they're supposed to, have equalised. 2-2. Twerpy. Alan the Twerp. Everyone's on the floor, and Alan's got the ball. It's 23 yards. Pitbull Jones looking to throw. Gives up on that as a concept and goes 2 yards. Busted. Also looking to throw, sacked by Paul Dagger. Twerp looking to throw, sacked by Paul Dagger. Stop looking to throw. It's foggy. Well, okay, but the Sea Raiders just threw. That's Darkness Albright making another good catch for 32 yards. Mike's having another run. Evades the first tackle, gets the first down. Crap Whistle picks up 3. Here's Blowfish on 2nd and 7, and that doesn't go very far. Mike tried to run it the hard way, and it did not pay off. Cheerio are back in possession, and Firewall is shoved out of bounds after 17 yards. Jones. 2. Okay. Busted. No. And Twerp. Nice run. Avoiding the tackles, but not quite getting the first down. Blowfish has been injured by Indecent Gary, bringing Vera Contagion into the lineup for the Sea Raiders. How's that going to mix things up for them? Let's find out. Well, Vera's running the ball, but she didn't get a first down. Mike on 3rd and 9 has to work for it and gets another 14 yards. So still in possession of Bongolia Sea Raiders. Vera Contagion thinks about passing, arguably for too long. Some lovely downfield blocking there as she saunters 22 yards towards the end zone, and Mike punches it in to make it 3-2. Twerp gains 8. Jones completes the Firewall. Firewall's been pretty helpful so far, but the Cheerio offense has been stalling out rather too option as Heimlich, often even, as Heimlich makes a deflection. Twerp can only get 3 yards. It's 3rd down. Pitbull. Nope, he can't get it either. And we're back with the Sea Raiders again. And it's a sack on 1st down, a tackle for loss on 2nd down, and on 3rd down, it's another tackle for loss. Back to Cheerio again, and it's immediately intercepted by Paul Crapwhistle, who's going to take it to the halfway line and beyond. It's Paul Crapwhistle's first interception. Most passes go over his head. That one didn't. 3rd and 4, Crapwhistle now with the ball. Oh, he's having a hero mode, 5 minutes. And that's worth 15 yards. Vera, managing to break a few tackles, picks up 11. Heimlich to the end zone, touchdown. 4-2 with 11 plays to go. And a fumble recovery. A mutant lip bar makes it 5-2. And that's going to put the game beyond reach. The Sea Raiders having come up with a good win in a close game. This one could have gone either way, frankly. Could have gone either way. Didn't end up going either way. No, it went one way. It's not necessarily over. No, it's now 5-3 with 6 plays left. As long as Vera doesn't lose possession of the ball here, which she doesn't. And then Mike picks up another 3. 4 plays to go. 3 plays to go. There's a sack. All right, Cheerio needs to score. Never mind. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really expect a comeback run there. Final score, Bongolia 5, Cheerio 3. Player of the game is Indecent Gary for Cheerio Incorporated, who did a bit of everything. 25 pancakes, 17 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, a pass deflection, and an injury inflicted. He's going, oh, do a bit of this and a bit of that. Over on the Sea Raiders, Paul Dagger is number 1 with 53 pancakes, 3 sacks. Sack master, though, for Bongolia, Big Rod McGurk with 65. Just ahead of Stein Henryberg, who had 61. Yeah, I can see why you wanted them to run, because that was a bit of line domination. Best pancakeist over on Cheerio, I think, is Gary. Gary got 25, and then Trent and Trinity also 25. Okay, Bongolia still afloat, or are they? We'll have to wait until the end of the escapade to find out for sure. So that was a 9. Yeah. We're all done on 9s. Okay. 10s, please. No. 11. We've played that one. Oh, yeah. All right. 10. That's an 11. That's a legit 11. That's 12. Okay. That's 13. Okay. That's 10. All right. Okay. Let's go. Wizards taking on the Pathfinders. Are the Pathfinders still for real? They have. The story is repeated every week. They have dropped off since losing, almost mercifully since losing Sponson Maple, who would have ended up being one of the most dominant players in the league. Maple could still come back at the end of the season. We don't know yet. That said, Yellow Fang is proving to be a very good player who is surrounded by trees and a halfling. And as a unit, they do appear to be getting the job done. Over at the Wizards, they're sort of getting somewhere with a format that sort of somewhere almost kind of works sometimes. Lenny Luxury, not bad. Tension Soda, not bad. Sticky Pierre, under the right circumstances, not bad. Whiskers Camembert's good. Sealer Emphysema's not bad. But overall, it's a roasting old day, and I think that might benefit the Wizards a little more. But let's see. Surgeon General runs for 1 for the Pathfinders. Slug. Well, that was a throw, but it was barely worth it. Slug with a catch on third down keeps the ball in the possession of Red Star as the Surgeon General flips out to Yellow Fang for 13 yards. Slug. And that's deflected by Camembert. Goat throws, and it's only worth 2 yards. Surgeon completes to Pope Lorenz, who breaks the first tackle and gains 38. Slug. Nope, stuffed at the line again. Goat. No. 3rd and goal. Surgeon General to Pope Lorenz for the touchdown. 1-0 Pathfinders. Sack comes in immediately from Lorenz. And then Chop Flunky with the tackle for loss. And Lenny Luxury on 3rd and 13 will not get there. I'm only just right. It was very close. Pathfinders back in possession. Slug this time finding a good angle and gaining 10 yards on the ground. Goat throws and it's caught for 7. Surgeon finds Lorenz again. Having trouble marking him. And he's down at the 1-2 yard line. 2nd and goal. Goat, Lorenz, touchdown. 2-0 Pathfinders. Here comes Pierre. Go on, Pierre. It's a nice run from Sticky Pierre, who immediately fumbles it. Yellow Fang's got the ball and has brought it back again. Well, that's unfortunate. Pierre was going, I could be the hero. They go, you could. You do kind of have to finish the play, though. Lenny Luxury comes up with a sack. 3rd and goal, and it's another sack from Luxury, and the Pathfinders are denied. Pierre's in the end zone. Pierre is out of the end zone. 3rd and 11. Luxury throws into traffic, and there's not a lot that anyone can do in that. Luxury's 3rd sack of the game. Slug goes nowhere. Goat. And that's a good deflection from Camembert. Wizards back in it. Flunky comes up with a sack. Pierre. He's got space again. And he's got a 1st down, and this time didn't drop it. Luxury throws. Emphysema's got a catch. And I think Emphysema's being marked by Surgeon General by the looks of it. And that means that if she can actually... Did Pierre just drop the ball again? Yeah. It was picked up by Soda. But regardless. What were you saying before? Game's moved on, man. Let's not dwell on the past. Yellow Fang with a catch for the Pathfinders. Gets 27 yards and a comfortable 1st down. Martin Slug had about 6 yards there, then went backwards again. Goat throws an 11-yarder. Surgeon to Fang, and that's worth 16. Slug, bad throw. Is Goat on 2nd and 10. And that's a good throw, and it's a 1st down. Surgeon on 1st and 10, and they're about 11 yards away from the end zone. Slug throws it out of bounds, 3rd down. And that one goes nowhere. Pierre making the deflection. Soda with the run on the 1st for the Wizards. Pierre gets them that 1st down. Lenny, not a lot there for Lenny. Soda, not a lot there for Soda. It's 3rd down. Sticky's got the ball. And it's 2-1 Pathfinders as we hit half-time. And Pierre's got room to run. And he's then injured by Yellow Fang, bringing in Pete Blackfox. Flipping Pete Blackfox. Yeah, I know. He's an OG player. But, I mean, he never sees the game very often. Let's see if we can find out why. He's completed a pass to Celia Emphysema with his 1st touch of the ball. And that was worth 21 yards. And then Lenny Luxury's tied the game up. Could this be a catalyst moment for the Wizards? Well, they just coughed up 38 yards to Surgeon General. Lorenz makes a 5-yard catch. Goat completes to the General for another 6. General throws. Lorenz, 1st down. This all-tree passing game is way more effective than it has any right to be. Surgeon General Pope Lorenz, touchdown again. Pathfinder's up 3-2. Soda goes 2 yards. Black Fox goes 1 yard. Maybe we're over it. Maybe we should stick to throwing. That first one looked pretty good. They do get the first down though, and there's Celia making another good catch. Another 34. 4 catches for 130 in the game. Well, it's over 20 yards a catch. It's pretty good. It's over 25 yards a catch. It's pretty good. It's over even more than that. It's pretty good. I mean, how much more do you want from me? It's over 30 yards a catch. Shut up. Intercepted by Pete Black Fox. Well, he's coming in and making a difference, and there's a touchdown. It's 4-3 to the Wizards. Surgeon there doing some things with things. And that was worth a few yards, but Martin Slug completes for a 10-yard gain and a first down. Lorenz catches for 5. It's 3rd and 8, and Slug is denied. Back to the Wizards again. Soda throws. Camembert, good catch, and the captain makes 24 yards after receiving the ball. He's got to catch again. Slug making the tackle, but they're just touchdown. All right. Wizards now up 5-3. Interesting. 19 plays left on the clock. Lorenz catches an 8-yarder. Goat to Yellow Fang, and that's 24 yards. Surgeon intercepted by Lenny Luxury. Well, I mean, the question is are the Wizards worth this scoreline? Black Fox just completed a 40-yarder. 13 plays to go. Wizards with the ball. It's 2nd down. Soda, backwards, forwards, backwards, tackled. All right, well, they've stalled out. There are 11 plays left, and the Pathfinders really need to get a shake on, or they're going to lose this one. I don't think they need the win to make the playoffs, but they will want the win. With the way everybody wants to win. No, it's done. It's done. There you go. Look, Camembert, good first down. Soda throws, doesn't really matter. Black Fox. Yep, that's fine. A little short dink and dunk kind of a pass. Camembert, touchdown, game's over. Yeah, the Wizards with a shock win. The 2-9 Wizards beat the 8-3 Pathfinders 6-3. Lenny Luxury is player of the game with 90 fan points. 104 passing. 4 touchdowns, 4 sacks, 1 interception. Pope Lorenz for the Pathfinders, 74 fan points, 174 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 sacks. Pancakes at the Pathfinders is 30 for Veronica Hammock. Over the road at the Wizards, goodness me. Yeah, Anger Panda with 10. Well, whatever needed to work there for the Wizards worked there for the Wizards. And I have a feeling that, I was going to say that the sacks were doing it, but the Pathfinders got more sacks and more tackles for loss. There's only 1 interception in it. No, I think the Wizards held it together when they needed to, and the Pathfinders couldn't make it click. Interesting result. 11s, please. Yeah, that's a 14. That's not it then. That's a 13. That's not it either. That's a 13. Yeah, that's a 13. That's an 11. We played that one, and that's the score line. Oh yeah, okay. Is that as in actual 11? We got no more 10s. Do we care that much? No, not really. Let's just play it. I mean, if we missed one, we've missed one. Right, the Sunshine Fun Bus are taking on the Beekeepers in a playoff, in a head-to-head that I like to think of as, I think there's a potential that one, if not both of these teams, are teams of the future. Yeah, and the names that you're seeing now, you will see in the future because they're doing things. Let's see if the Fun Bus can keep the gas on so that they can make it to the playoffs for the first time in their history. The Beekeepers won't be going to the playoffs this season, but the Fun Bus very much in the running at the moment. Beekeepers up first, and Red Thistles runs it for 1 yard. Hype LaGuardia is a 6-yard gain, and there's Guy 1 star who gets no stars after being tackled for loss by RR Trash Can. Pendragon makes a 5-yard catch. Glowpad comes up with a sack. Felicia Wintercoat can't get anywhere. And let's go round again. That's Ezra Custard getting a first down for the Beekeepers. LaGuardia with a good run goes 14 yards. 1 star. No stars again. For crying out loud. No. There's a fumble, but he fumbled it into the hands of LaGuardia, who looks to have a little bit of pace. 1 star makes a good run for a change, and it's 3rd and short. Thistles throws the interception, and Felicia Wintercoat has the interception. LaGuardia is deflecting a pass, and then Textures comes up with a sack. Wintercoat on 3rd and 13. And Felicia Wintercoat's been injured by Joe Shampoon, bringing Apex Manticore into the Fun Bus lineup. And right now, the Beekeepers are looking pretty good. LaGuardia for 12 yards. 1 star, though, he's fumbled the ball again, but it's Thistles who's picked it up. He's already fumbled it twice, and his rushing average is appalling. Yeah. He's young and inexperienced and overcome with emotion at the drama of the moment. It's 3rd and 6 for the Fun Bus. Manticore can only get 2 yards, and the Beekeepers are back into it again. This is a proper midfield grind-up. I love it. 1 star. Gets a first down, and he hasn't dropped the ball yet. It's 18 yards. Thistles throws to nowhere. 2nd and 10. LaGuardia still on his feet. Still on his feet. Colt Rhombus couldn't make the tackle. And Hype LaGuardia gets a 27-yard touchdown. Nice. Rhombus runs for 1 yard. Flash Bandit is on the field and is making an impact. Manticore gets not very much. Rhombus. Yeah. Lion has turned up to watch the game. And I've got a feeling that the secret weapon to your success this season might have been not watching the game. Because at the moment it's not going well. Our trash can has just been taken out by Kathy Glowpad. And the way things are at the moment, it already looks like the Beekeepers have the stronger of the 2 lines as Red Thistles runs for 19. LaGuardia's going again, but Enya brings him down after 8. 1 star. Throws to Thistles for the touchdown. It's 2-0. Just over the head of Luther Pendragon. Enya, wide open downfield. There was Flash, as Ed Bigmother has been injured by Kathy Glowpad. Bite Strong Arm has subbed in. Colt throws. Enya with the catch, and she's got enough pace to get 28 yards out of that. Enya throws. There goes Flash. Oh, a first down on like the 1-inch line. Tequila Pamplemousse makes it 2-1. And there's Turbo Pump getting a catch worth 33 yards. LaGuardia again. And he's having one of those games where many coaches are going to be going, let's have a look at his numbers. Let's have a look. Sometimes you'll get players who, for no good reason, just have a real banger of a game and you've never heard of them, and so you kind of go, so what are his stats? Shall I put him on my 1 to trade for list? Red Thistles, touchdown. 3-1 Beekeepers. We're just into the second half. This one is by far from being decided. Guy 1 star has made an interception and is taking it to the house. But he's rubbish. Well, his performance has been rubbish so far, but maybe he plays both ways. Enya throws to nothing. 2nd and 10. Pamplemousse throws to nothing. And then Rhombus gets only a short completion. Thistles is running once again and picks up 13 yards. LaGuardia picks up 5 there and is over 100 yards for the game. Guy 1 star has finally figured it out. And that's a 27-yard carry. And he's pushing 10 yards ago. Hold on, they've thrown the ball away. Pendragon's picked it off. Rhombus to Enya, first down and more. But only 35 plays left in the game. And so far, the Fun Bus has struggled in the opposing half of the field. Pamplemousse is going for a run and gets 4. Here's Rhombus. Good throw. Deflected by Pump. Enya. Good throw. And that one's caught by Flash. Flash is very much holding this offense together right now as he scores a touchdown to make it 4-2. Thistles, though, cannidly running through the middle of the line as Ezra Custard gets a catch worth 45 yards. 1 star has a good run there because both lines were in a big heap on top of each other in the middle of the field. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that if there's no one there to either block or tackle, it's like there's no one there as the Beekeepers make it 5-2 and Flash gets another catch. Dark Mode Enya throws to Rhombus, and that's a first down. Is Tequila, throws. Rhombus with another good catch. Well, maybe this is what they've been missing. It's a 30-yard gain. Rhombus now sacked by Kathy Glowpad. Is Dark Mode Enya to the end zone. Touchdown Flash Bandit, 5-3 is the score. But the Fun Bus now need turnovers. LaGuardia tries to throw. It's really not his move. Guy 1-star gets 2 yards. Thistles is stopped short. Fun Bus, the clock is not their friend, but they have thrown it straight to Flash, who's fumbled it. Flash Bandit fumbles the ball. Well, that's a game over. Yeah, no. Flash Bandit does not lose the ball. Flash Bandit merely takes the ball off you. LaGuardia, great run again. Another 13 yards. 1-star can only get 1 yard. Thistles with the throw, deflected by Pendragon. 3rd and 9. And LaGuardia is deflected by Flash. I mean, there's theoretically enough time left for a comeback. And there's Luther Pendragon. You see, Pendragon has not seen anything like the action he should have in this game. Who's covering him? Pump is covering him. He's injured now. He's not covering it anymore. But that's Rolf Hinchucker's just subbed in. But Colts pulled it back. It's now 5-4. There are 5 plays left. And the Beekeepers have been a little bit turnover friendly this game. Thistles catches an 8-yarder. All they need to do is fall over a couple of times and they win. I think they've got the yardage anyway. Last play of the game, Hype LaGuardia. And the final score is the Beekeepers 5, Sunshine Fun Bus 4. Player of the game, Kathy Glowpad for the Beekeepers with 82 fan points, 68 pancake. That's last season's Rookie of the Year there. 2 sacks, 2 injuries inflicted. Luther Pendragon for the Sunshine Fun Bus, 31 receiving yards. Pendragon's been doing 100 every week without breaking a sweat. He was covered in this one. Anyway, 20 pancakes, 1 injury, 1 interception, 1 deflection. Pancakes for the Fun Bus, though. Umbriel Lafferty with 30. For the Beekeepers, no one's going to top Glowpad. No. But Manfred Texas did 59, and then Joe Champoon another 49. A surprising result, but on paper looks quite plausible. Right, okay. Budget versus Port Miggins is a 12. Yes. Steganauts Marsupials is a 13. I don't think we've got any other 12s, have we? What's that? That's the 13. Oh, I can maths. That one, that's 13. Yeah. I don't think we've got any more 12s. I think I'm further through the games than I anticipated. Anyway, right, Budget taking on Port Miggins. Bam, 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 bam. Budget look pretty good this season. Could be on their way to the playoffs, but they're not here yet. Port Miggins, meanwhile, could win their division, even though they've only won 5 games to 7 losses, because it's a division nobody wants to win. Who do we like the looks of? Strong Ways at the Budget Roadies. Future Hall of Fame, Strong Ways, as long as he doesn't die. We also like Grim Pricks, because he's mean. But Port Miggins, best line in the game. Best offensive line in the game. Although Mikey Power Tools does have 16 sacks this season. Yeah, Four Fingered Owls, beast. Mikey Power Tools, beast. Kofi Molotov, good enough. This could be interesting. This could be a long day for Budget. It could be a long day for Budget. Depends what they're trying offensively. But it will be Port Miggins who get to start first. Let's have a look. It's a bad throw. Emmental. Nice running from Emmental Helmet. Getting a little bit of blocking there from Calypso Shifter, who's dead light. Kemsteki Jackson there with an 8-yard throw. It's 1st and 10. Emmental tries to run. Nothing comes from it. Jasso again. Up the middle. Good flipping run. 24 yards. Paddy Finucane with the throw. Deflected by Stochastic. Helmet throws wide. Shifter's got the catch and it's another first down. Jasso, still Jasso, was over the line of scrimmage, threw the ball anyway, and it's worth a touchdown. Good times. Strongways has got the immediate pass going back the other way. A 40-yard gain. John DeCaro tries a run, gets 2 yards. Nucky Mudwhistle is sacked by Finucane. Is Dirty Woods. And it's a bad pass. And we're back with the Pirates again. Finucane throws. Shifter is outpacing Woods, who is trying to provide cover. Emmental's keeping the ball for himself. He's got a long way to go, and Pricks is going to hunt him down, but that's 40 yards gained. Jasso throws a short one of Finucane, who will score the touchdown to make it 2-0. Woods throws. Good catch, 9 yards. DeCaro gets the first down for 4. Mudwhistle. And that's caught by Ways for 4. Woods is deflected by Shifter. It's 3rd and 5. DeCaro is not going to get there. No, he's not that good a runner. He passes well. He runs okay, but only when no one's looking. Shifter makes another good catch. It's 18 yards. Jasso deflected by DeCaro. Finucane, no. 3rd and 11. Helmet buried under a mountain of defenders. Kofi Molotov coming up with a sack at 2nd and 13. John DeCaro, see no one's looking, and he snuck away for 13 yards. Nucky Mudwhistle falls over for a first. Woods, nothing doing there. DeCaro, good evasion, picks up 7. Mudwhistle to Strongways, who will take off and go a little way. He'll go a long way. He's still going. Broke 2 late tackles to make 57 yards off that one, and Fenchurch Stochastic pulls the score back. Whew, there's an injury on the field. Nucky Mudwhistle's been taken out by Kofi Molotov. Beeman Hurricane has subbed in. Not seen Beeman Hurricane in ages. Used to play for me, Beeman Hurricane, first season, before I had the night of elf purging. Yeah, anyway, there goes Ways again. Yeah. It's not a bug, Toby, so much as flavour. Throwing the wrong side of the line of scrimmage. Ways has just scored another touchdown. So it's 2-2. Budget have eased their way back into this one with a consistent run of play. But let's see if the Pirates can build up their own consistency as they throw to Quebec Spire. Paddy Finucane gets 1 yard. Helmet throws it. It's caught for 5. 3rd and 3. No chance. Bad throw. Here comes Woods. It's caught again. And Grim Pricks has been injured by 4-fingered owls. Nominous Sin has subbed in for the Roadies. Okay, Ways with another good catch. Big first down, 41 yards, 8 catches for 209 in this game so far. Fenchurch has got a catch for 19 yards off the pass, and then Strongways is in the end zone again. Yeah, okay. Emmental keeps the ball, runs it. 3-2 budget, second half of the game. Kemsteki Jasso there with 0 yards. Finucane throws and Shifter's wide open, picks up 21. Emmental up the middle a bit, round the side a bit, to the end zone a bit, 3-3. Woods throws. Fenchurch with the catch. Gets as far as the halfway line, so that's a 31-yard gain. And there goes Ways again. Strong Ways, man. Having a good game. And it's not the speed, it's the tackle breaking once he's got the ball. It's very impressive. Nominous Sim makes a tackle for loss. Emmental should get there. Not quite. 3rd and very short. Jasso sacked by Han Xanadu. And a good piece of defending when they needed it by Budget gives them the opportunity to extend their lead. DeCaro is sacked by Owls. Beeman to the end zone. Strongways, 4th touchdown of the day. All right, Shifter's taking it back the other side of the field. Emmental with the throw, and it's off target. Is Jasso again, 2nd and 10. And that one's caught after 8. Finucane is stopped. And Budget can put this one to bed with a successful drive here. DeCaro to Hurricane. Kemsteki Jasson or Yasson, if you are that way inclined. It's been injured by Dirty Woods. Anyway, Beeman Hurricane gets it to Fenchurch Stochastic on a 3rd and 6, and Budget managed to keep the drive going. Dirty is run it for another 5. DeCaro picks up a little bit more on the next pass. Hurricane to the end zone. Hey, it's Strongways for a touchdown. Yeah. All right. Emmental. First down, 15-yard run. Two-Beard. Freddie Two-Beard's on the field. Where's he been? They're, giving a workout for some kids. Freddie flipping Two-Beard. He's a really great player. Yeah, I know, but they're trying to find an alternative offense that kind of works. They fumbled the ball there as well. Budget just coughed the ball up. Port Miggins trailed by 2. There's 15 plays that they've given it back again. Never mind. Woods gets it to Stochastic for 6. Is DeCaro. I was saying, Miggins trailed by 2, and there's now 12 plays left in the game. And they were in possession when that looked like it might be interesting. They're no longer in possession. And as such, Budget can just run the clock out. They need a first down here, and they don't get it. 7 plays to go. And the Pirates need some... They didn't find any magic there. Emmental has played pretty well, both throwing and running. And that's another nice run, 33 yards. Emmental helmet averaging 17 a carry. That's a good number. They're not going to win this one, though. Even if Emmental's going again, they're still going. That's another 25-yard run for Emmental helmet. Freddie Two-Beard into the end zone. If he'd been on the field earlier, then who knows? The final score, Budget 6, Port Miggins 5. Strongways is player of the game, 370 fan points, 347 receiving, 5 touchdowns. No defending, couldn't be bothered. For Port Miggins, 4-fingered Owl, 64 fan points, 61 of those from Pancakes. 1 injury inflicted and 2 sacks. Pancakes at Port Miggins, no one's going to beat 61, no. But Mikey Powertool's got 57 and Kofi Molotov got 48. Best line in the game. At Budget, best they could come up with was Grim Pricks before he was carted off, who got 9. Strongways also got 9, but he was only going... Oh, no, beg your pardon, Hans Xanadu got 16. Didn't see it. Right, I'll leave you with this. I'm going to go feed the cats. Come on, cat. Come on. We return. What was that? Was that a 10? That was a 9. No, it wasn't. It was an 12. It was an 12. So we're into the 13s, of which there are several. All right, start at the top, 13s. Let's go Nomads, Erg Melonflex. Nomads did not put in a game plan, so it's anyone's guess. And Buster Vortex is one of the best players in the league, but has accomplished precious little. Solid, but playing all over the place and not really getting a good go of it. Kim Selector obviously is great. Meanwhile, Erg Melonflex, well, you know the players already, although Roman Squats is getting a start in this one. That's a mistake. That said, they are already qualified for postseason. All right then, yeah. It's a blessed field. They're banking on Squats being able to get into the end zone, but that's not going to happen. Karate or Nope getting into the end zone, sure. I mean, Flapjack scores once or twice on a blessed field, then that's the end of that. Although saying that, the Nomads don't seem to be able to tackle very well, and that was a 7-yard gain for Squats. Karate picks up the 3 for the first down. Flappy. There he goes. Yeah. Not the fastest defensive unit you're ever going to see. A 45-yard run for Flapjack Nope. Roman Squats throws. It's Nope with the catch, and that's a touchdown. Nope will get credit for that, but Squats will as well, because on a passing play, both the passer and receiver get a touchdown credit. Kim Selector, first down for the Nomads. Chaka Khan throws, and Ezekiel Zamboni's going to get him real close. Charles Monkey Cage has to come in to make the tackle, which is insane. Chaka Khan gets a touchdown. 1-1. Flapjack, he's moving. He's breaking tackles. Vortex makes the stop, but that's a 40-yard run. Roman Squats is trying to run himself, and he gets 1 yard. Karate, 5 yards gained. Nope. Is stuffed for nothing. Nomads stopping a Melonflex in their tracks, but can they, what's the word I'm after here? Capitalise. Capitalise is the word I'm after. No, not at the moment. 3rd and 11. Zamboni's got them there, though. And I tell you, Ezekiel Zamboni's got game on a good day. Well, he's already playing pretty well. He's got 88 yards. Chaka Khan throws deflected by Charles Monkey Cage. Joey Bugout completes to Ezekiel Zamboni for 13, and the drive's still going. Merry Aluminium can pick up only 2. Chaka Khan throws to Ezekiel Zamboni, and it's 13 yards. Joey Bugout, not a lot. Merry Aluminium to Zamboni, 2-1 Nomads. Engelbert Loudmouth catches for 3. Squats runs for 2. Georgina, first down. And is still rolling out, because obviously breaking tackles from linebackers, that's kid stuff. Getting past the line, that's... Oh, Nope, it shouldn't be a lineman. He is, though. Why has Nope moved over to lineman? He's been runner so far. Oh, you've got him at defensive lineman. Oh, well, that's on you, baby. Yeah. Monkey's at linebacker instead of Nope. Well, you did that. Yeah, that's something that you submitted. It's an exciting combo anyway. But it is now 2-2. Joey Bugout runs for 8. Merry Aluminium completes a pass to Zamboni for a 10-yard first down. Chaka Khan, nothing doing. Joey Bugout. Yeah. To Ezekiel Zamboni, a 19-yard gain. Merry Aluminium to Ezekiel Zamboni. He's caught another one. Chaka Khan completes for 7. There's an ineffective run. Is Merry Aluminium throws it very far behind the line there, and that costs them possession. Flapjack running again. That's 3 tackles he's beaten on that run. 23 yards. Squats goes for 2. Yeah. And Karate throws an 18-yarder. Here goes Flapjack again. Yeah, Flapjack. It's a 16-yard gain. Squats now looking to throw, and has found Mamalou Flex, who is down at the 5-yard line. Half-time rolls around, it's 5-5. Yeah. Karate to the end zone for the touchdown, 3-2 Erg Melonflex. Zamboni with a 4-yard catch. There goes Joey Bugout on a nice run round the side, picks up 15 yards. Aluminium waits all day and then throws a bomb downfield for 24 yards, which is what passes for a bomb in these parts. Yeah, no 50-yard hauls down the field, but 24 yards from point to catch is pretty good. And then you tack on the other 40-odd yards from the player, then running off into the distance as we hit 3-3. Yeah. Is this a late play from the Nomads to say, hey, we might still be in the running for the playoffs? Because they're in the division no one wants, with good reason. And they're in again. Kim Selector with another touchdown, 4-3 Nomads. Flapjack runs for 8. Squats. Best run of the day for him, 14 yards. Karate goes nowhere good. Nope. Passed the line, but couldn't break that second wave of tackles, gets only 5. Squats on 3rd and 4 is stopped. And the Nomads now have an opportunity. And it's Zamboni who gets them a little bit closer with 11 yards. Bug out, throws one away because he's not a team player. Aluminium throws one away, also not a team player. Flipping Gnomes. There goes Aluminium. Going to run out of gas though. And an opportunity wasted as Melonflex get the ball back again. And their superstar is heading downfield. A 35-yard flapjack nope run there. Here comes Squats. And that's worth 8. Yeah. There goes Karate. Could go the distance. Down to 5 yards. Nope. End zone. Touchdown Squats. It's 4-all. All right. Chuck a cunt. You don't need the win, Floody. You're all good. You're already in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. Another win would be good. But as it turns out, instead, it's something a bit different. Chucky Khan throws 15 yards. Bug outs to Zamboni. Nomads do have, well, I mean, both teams have a chance to score again. There's still 16 plays left, and they're both moving the ball well as Kim Selector gets to the end zone to make it 5-4. Can the Nomads shut out the potential champions? Yeah, but as a wild, even if they don't win the division, they'll be through as a wild card. Flapjack, another good run. Flapjack, another good run. And then Crotch Dangle Flag with a deflection, 2nd and 10. And there's Mamalou Flex who's open. Can Zamboni tackle? No, and he injures himself in the process. And Douglas Mopey subbed in as Flapjack ties the score up with 8 plays left. There goes Mopey. He's not quick enough. That's only 25 yards. 7 to go. Nomads with the ball. 5. Yep. And then another 8-yard gain. Chaka Khan is sacked by Squat. 2nd and 13. Bug out goes nowhere. 3rd and 13. Aluminium. Bad throw. 2 plays. And Flapjack could go the distance. Or not. Squat's on the last play of the game. Throws a short one. Final score, Nomads 5, Melonflex 5. Player of the game is Charles Monkey Cage with 60 pancakes, 12 tackles and 2 deflections. Joey Bugout for the Nomads, 38 fan points, 124 passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack. Pancakes at the Nomads. Dangle flag, dangle flag, dangle flag. Crotch Dangle Flag with 34. Monkey Cage is obviously number 1 over there at Melonflex. Okay, all right. Okay, keeping it interesting. Yeah, so that was what? That was a 13. Was it? That was a 12. Was it? I don't know anymore. I think that was a 13. I think we're looking at 13s. Well, let's play a 13. It's KSA up against the Digging Fellas. All right, Digging Fellas up against KSA. Obviously, you've got the mutant Bill Saturno. Herder Graduate is getting a game in this one. Lance Boyle in the line. And Kelvin Datebook, who's been doing quite a bit of receiving this season. Right. Yep. Over on the minors, Teddy Splitcapper has been a force for evil this season. Really? You decided you don't like him? I don't know if I like him or not. I mean, you can't dispute that he's effective, but I don't know if I like him. He's a goblin. He's not a halfling. He's got that going for him. Yeah, I don't know. But he's first with the ball anyway as the miners get us rolling. Any time now. Here he goes. Teddy Splitcapper evades a tackle, gets 5. Hump Bogus follows it up and gets nothing. Zelda Augments is stopped at the line. Okay, KSA take over. Saturno goes 2. Good throw, and it's head out to Zerma, who will score. Herder Graduate injured immediately by Craig Franklin. Lenny Testes has subbed in for Colonel Space Agency. Hump Bogus goes nowhere. Zelda Augments goes nowhere. Splitcapper on 2nd and 9. Not a lot there. Hump Bogus again. And that's worth 4. And Colonel Space Agency take over. Saturno not having much luck at the running so far. McClintock doesn't get very much either. And that's a bad throw on 3rd down. That's just, that's just the moment getting to them. They'll turn it around. They'll spin it up. They'll spool it over. KSA back in possession. And Datebook's got a catch and he's off to the races. A 37-yard gain. McClintock also looking to throw, but double coverage there, and it's Stampede who makes the deflection. Tally comes up with a sack. Saturno, another run, another no. Bill Saturno trying to run it. He does that though. He's quite often a decent runner. Here we go. He's going again. Nope, stuffed at the line again. He's averaging 10 yards a carry over the course of the season. Testes completes to Saturno. Here's Saturno again, and that one's deflected by Bogus. 2nd and 10, McClintock. Complete to Zerma. Touchdown. 2-0 Colonel Space Agency. Split Kappa is on the run, and he throws late, and it's Stampede over the far side of the field who gets it. I think Split Kappa made that many yards if he just kept it. Well, he didn't. No. Augments, nice run, 9 yards. Split Kappa stuffed in the middle of the line. Bogus. Throws, and it's Justine Vanderpoel who has a catch, a 20-yard first down. Augments to Stampede again. Breaks one tackle, but trips up. Split Kappa picks up 2. Here's Bogus on 2nd and goal. Nothing doing. Augments. Stopped at the line. KSA hold firm. Saturno, he's found somewhere to run to, and he's running there. It's a 21-yard gain. McClintock throws a short one, and it's Saturno with the catch again. Testes runs with it, and that doesn't pay off. Bill Saturno's been injured by Roy Tally. Chris Turbulence has now subbed in for KSA. Do we know Chris Turbulence? I don't think we've seen... Well, I mean, the name rings a bell, but I can't recall if he's ever done anything good. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Split Kappa on 2nd and 4. Lance Boyle comes up with a tackle for loss. Bogus can't get anywhere. And now Colonel Space Agency are back in. And they've got a 3rd and 10, and Testes can only get 1 yard. Split Kappa goes nowhere. Bogus has the 2nd down. Half-time's rolled around. Colonel Space Agency is up. Hump Bogus has been injured by Yaya Lemongrass, bringing in Kino Biography. And there's an interception. It's all go. There's another interception. Well, I mean, you can predict that. Yeah. All right, who's got the ball? Colonel Space Agency have the ball. Yeah. Lenny Testes runs it for nothing. Split Kappa's sacked by Testes. 2nd and 14. Biography throws a short one for 6. 3rd and 7. Augments goes nowhere at all. This is just a bloodbath. I mean, maybe not in terms of injuries, but in terms of no, I'm not letting you play. No, this is one for those who are fans of the defensive game. I don't think those people exist. I think what you have is a combination of people who are fans of violence and people who are fans of, wow, that's an impressive bit of offense there. I think people who claim to be fans of the defensive game don't actually like the game. They want to see the game not being played. Yeah. I'll let you know when there's a good play. Hang on. 1 quarter still to go. It's a catch! And a fumble. Okay, alright, fine. Yeah. For a brief moment, it looked like some offense had happened, but they screwed it. That's another interception. Alright, okay. Goodness me, I've never seen a game like it. There were 7 seasons in, and we're almost at the end of this season, and I have never seen 2 teams play quite as awfully on offense. And the Miners have scored. Or just countering each other with their defenses. 2-1, 15 plays to go. Yeah. Nope. Okay, back to the Miners again. And it's intercepted. It would be. Turbulence throws. Zerma, touchdown. 3-1, and that'll do it. Yeah, no one else is going to score in this one. No. I mean, if I was in the crowd, I'd be getting my money back. I mean, there's some things you don't want to see. It's a very poor representation of the game, equalled only by the reversal of a red card. By someone not involved at all. Didn't even crack 500 yards between them, and they can't blame the weather because it was a beautiful day for some brutal ball. Final score, Colonel Space Agency 3, Picks Creek Miners 1. Koff Zerma, 73 fan points, 101 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 17 tackles. Roy Talley for the Picks Creek Miners, 54 fan points with 13 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 sacks and an injury. Okay, Pancakes. No, nobody bothered at Picks Creek. And 18 for Phoebe Brat Salad at Colonel Space Agencies. Joe slung a 20 in the bucket for a classic example of how brutal ball should be played. Colonel said it's Space Agency and Miners. No, Joe, no. I know you're a defensive fan, Joe, but that's just not entertainment. It's not entertainment. It's just a mess. It's a shambolic performance by both teams, and the fans won't stand for it. Right, in the bottom row, we've got another 13 here. Yep, and that finishes off the bottom row. We've also finished off the penultimate row, which is going to make it easier for me to find the remaining games. Let's do that. Steganauts are taking on the Marsupials. The Marsupials going to the playoffs. Probably going to the playoffs. The Steganauts might be, don't know. Ulysses Failure has been good this season, but has dried up. But Stu Stumpy Stumple is getting a game. And you love to see it. They got Gendrich Grippy. He's really good. They got Santino Bananas, who they stole off me. Well, I don't think they stole him off you. He's still a stolen player. Meanwhile, the Marsupials have got Hog Mexico and Carl Svazdan. And Ruthie Spasms. Yeah, I know. They are pretty stacked. They're a good-looking team. A good-looking team. Svazdan's going to get us underway for the Marsupials. What's he got? There's an injury already. Pretend Honey Bear is taken out by Sydney Aggressive, bringing in Daisy Flounce Frenzy. Well, Pretend Honey Bear is a big deal passer, but we'll see. Hog Mexico picks up 2. His Hype Conquest as the Marsupials keep it on the ground, but they've run out of plays. So the Steganauts take over. He's intercepted by Mexico, and he's got a bit of a lane. Rachy Scabras there throwing a block. You love to see a lightweight throw a block. Svazdan with the throw, and that's caught for 9. Mexico into the end zone for the touchdown. 1-0 Marsupials. Flounce Frenzy runs for 4. Cones. Georgie Cones trying to pass. Good luck with that. Anyway, the Steganauts are done, and Marsupials are back in. Mexico is deflected. Conquest on 3rd down. Everyone's trying to pass, and this is a running team. Sydney Aggressive makes a catch. It's 23 yards. Carl Svazdan. He's passed again, and Rachy Scabras has a touchdown. Been covered by Jane Calypso. Jane Calypso, decent player, but has not yet hit her prime, I would say. 3rd and 3. Ulysses Failure. Nothing doing. Back over to the Marsupials again. Svazdan breaking tackles is running. It's 21 yards. Mexico going outside the line. Failure brings him down after 4. Conquest. Back inside again. 3 yards. Svazdan with the throw. Why? It didn't work. Stop doing it. Mexico comes up with a sack. And then Cones runs nowhere. Failure is intercepted by Honorary Soccer Mom. Marsupials again, and the Marsupials are dominating at the moment. It's Hog Mexico, I believe, recovered a fumble to take that one to the house there, but I mean, a lot happened. It's anyone's guess. All right, Cones, have they got a momentum shift on their side? Failure finds a gap and gets a 1st down. Flounce Frenzy is running it, picks up 2. Cones again. No. Yeah. I don't understand Georgie Cones. I don't understand it. I don't know why people keep putting him in, because he's rubbish. Everyone's obsessed with, I'm going to find the next fat boy flipping offensive superstar. Well, let me tell you for nothing, it isn't Georgie Cones. Svazdan runs for 16. Mexico picks up another 10. 1st down again. Steganauts so far having not a lot of effect offensively. And it's another fumble and recovery. And Svazdan's going house. All right, 4-0 Marsupials, who look pretty comfortable with this, as Gendrich Grippy makes his first appearance in the game and gets a catch for 28 yards. Failure runs for 1. Is Flounce Frenzy on 2nd and 8. A couple of yards there, but not really enough. Cones gets the first down. It's a 4-yard gain. Failure goes 1 yard. Flounce Frenzy. And that's worth 2. 3rd and 5. Cones throws it out of bounds. Of course he does. He can't throw. He's rubbish. Have some belief. Yeah, I believe he's rubbish, and the evidence backs me up. Svazdan throws a 36-yarder, but I mean, you'd want him running. Why would you make him throw when he's just so good at running? Anyway, Flounce Frenzy throws it. It's Calypso with the catch, and this is the closest the Steganauts have come to scoring all day, and they've still got 45 yards to go. Cones gets 13 yards thanks to some poor tackling. Is Flounce Frenzy deflected by Conquest. 3rd and 7. Cones doesn't get there, surprisingly. Svazdan runs on 1st down, breaks a bunch of tackles, gets 9 yards. Mexico is intercepted because he shouldn't be throwing the ball. What's going on with his pass decisions? It's all bad decisions all day for both teams, and the Steganauts are threatening to score. Well, they don't score there. They're threatening to score again. They did this time. Gendrich Grippy makes it 4-1. Aggressive gets the catch, and it's 14 yards. Mexico with a run gains 1. Yeah. Conquest for 3. Svazdan 1st down, 8 yards. And there goes Mexico picking up 5. Conquest with the throw. Completes to Sydney. Aggressive. It's Svazdan on a 1st and 10. Another 4 yards for his total. He's over 100 for today. Mexico having a very low performance day on the ground. Well, that's maybe that's why he's throwing it. Whatever. Svazdan, 8 yards. Is Mexico again on 1st and 10. The goal line's right there. And a score here will kill the game. 3rd and 4. Sydney aggressive. 1st down on the 1-inch line. Well, they really are draining the clock on the way to making it 5-1. And we'll activate sympathy. Yeah. What the hell is Georgie Cones doing on the field? Some people think he's good. Daisy Flounce Frenzy has been injured by honorary soccer mom. Nobby Harefoot has subbed in. Oh, okay. I can't see him being all that impactful. That was 1 yard he ran for there. The prosecution rests, Your Honour. Yeah, okay. Mexico with another 1st down for the Marsupials. Neither side really lighting up the numbers. But the Marsupials looking confidently in control of this one as Conquest gets them no closer, but Mexico gets another touchdown to make it 6-1. With 2 plays left, that's where it will end up. Yeah. Sweaty Marsupials 6, Steganauts 1. The final score. Carl Svazdan, player of the game, with only 48 fan points. It will be all that passing. It ruined his score. 139 passing, 112 rushing, 4 touchdowns. The end. Thanks for watching. Ulysses failure for the Steganauts, 39 fan points. A touchdown, a pass deflection, an interception, and 16 tackles is what got them there. Sorry, I had to look for the numbers that meant something, and it took me a little while. Santino Bananas for the Steganauts, 34. Pancakes. Over at the Marsupials, 57 for Ruthie Spasms. And the Marsupials roll onwards. Right, we have done the bottom row. Yes, we have done the second to bottom row. That was 13s. What have we got left? We've got Grunt versus Stardozer. Yeah. Failurewood Volcamus. Let's do Failurewood Volcamus. I missed them. Yeah, we should have done them already. And then you've got a couple left. 3 left after this. All right. Failurewood Hills taking on the Volcamus Saints. Volcamus are an impenetrable force who will remain that way until someone kills Chris Biscuit. At that point, they will be a force who may be forced to trade, which is something they have historically resisted doing. But when you've got Chris Biscuit, everything works. Yeah. Failurewood, meanwhile, have got Julio a la carte, which is great if you can get the pass off. If you get the pass off, you can score. It's beautiful day for some brutal ball, and it will be the Saints who start off, and it's Vicky the Viking who's going to get us there with a nice little run for 5 yards. Spangles Hunkerdome makes it a first down. Kremp Inquisitor looks downfield, throws a short one though, and it's Hunkerdome with the catch. 17 yards, and we're coming up on halfway. That's a 4-yard gain. We're now over halfway. Erlen Dickberg getting involved with a 2-yarder, but it's 3rd and 3, and it's been intercepted by Wheelspin Gold. Failurewood there making an impact, and they've immediately thrown it to Julio, which is the move. 42 yards. Wheelspin should have just run it. Oh my goodness me. Oh, get a brain. But they've thrown it to Toe Beans, who's taken it in to the end zone for a score. It's intercepted again. Julio's picked it off, and he's got an open path to the end zone. 2-0. 10 plays gone, and Failurewood are up by 2, and they'll still lose. Erlen Dickberg, 25 yards. Unless you've injured Biscuit, you're going to lose. Spangles Hunkerdome, lovely bit of running, 28 yards. Inquisitor throws. Is picked off again. Michael Angelical has picked that one off. Okay, yeah. But it's 3rd and 10 for Failurewood. Throw to Julio. Never mind. Biscuit with a sack. There's an injury. Still Milkshake is down. Alejandro Klutz has subbed in, and he's playing in the defensive line. Well, I mean, it's an idea, I suppose. Viking with the run on 2nd and 10 has the first. Here's Hunkerdome on 1st and 10. Ridges drops the ball. Inquisitor to Dickberg. Touchdown. Volcamoose pull one back. Beans throws. Julio with the catch. Breaks a tackle and gains 36. Gold. Bad throw. Angelical. And it's only a short one. 3rd and 7. Beans throws. And Wheelspin has the first down. Wheelspin now running again, gets not much. Here's Angelical on 2nd and 9. And it's intercepted by Erlen Dickberg. Well, I mean, a bit of payback I think is possibly overdue. Viking runs for 7. Here's Hunkerdome. Short of the first down. Inquisitor. Wide open downfield is Ridges. Angelical doing a very poor job at cover. And Ridges picks up 49 yards. Viking deflected by Julio. Here's Hunkerdome to the end zone. Touchdown. 2-2. Yeah. All right. Wheelspin Golds is sacked by Chris Biscuit. Heard of him? Hunkerdome is picking up a sack as well, and the Saints are back in possession. Ridges goes 15 yards for a first down. There goes Hunkerdome, who's broken all those initial tackles, and is in the end zone for a touchdown. 3-2. Saints. Julio's got a catch. Go on, son. 44 yards. Wheelspin Gold is pushed back for a loss by Chris Biscuits. Zooks Galore gains 7 yards. Beans throws. Nothing doing. And the Saints are back in possession. A sack comes in from Klutz. Good work, that man. Hunkerdome runs for 2. Inquisitor throws. Deflected by Julio. And Failurewood are back on the ball. Beans runs nowhere. Here's Wheelspin. Throws nowhere. Here's Angelical. Gets it to Beans, who has a first down. Had to work for it. All right, Beans throws. Wheelspin picks up a few there. Wheelspin now with the ball. Not a lot. Angelical, 3rd and 3. Half-time rolls around. Failurewood have the ball on a 3rd down. And Michael Angelical is not only failing to get the first down, he's also injured by Chris Biscuits. Quite a popular player. They've made a double substitution. We'll see if that makes any kind of an impact for him. Here comes Kremp. That's a 9-yard gain. Viking throws. Deflected by Julio. Hunkerdome. First down. All right. Inquisitor throws one away. Here's Viking again. 2nd and 10. And that one's intercepted. Julio's got it again. Wheelspin was running in front of Julio, whereas if he'd been running in behind him, would have done a bit of blocking. But Julio's got the next catch as well. Wheelspin keeps it to himself and gains 9 out of the 10 needed. Flamboyant is shoved backwards. Beans is deflected by Viking. And they were so close to the end zone. Saints still ahead at the moment. 37 plays left in the game. As Hunkerdome eats up a chunky yardage there. Runs 28 yards. Inquisitor is deflected again by Julio, who is probably ahead at the moment. But Biscuit might be ahead at the moment. In fact, he's got quite a lot going on. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Julio catches for 39. Flamboyant throws. Julio catches again for another touchdown. 3-all. Seriously, one play. That's all you just need to orchestrate everything about get the ball to the dragon. Right? Give the dragon the ball. Right? If you got Jim Brown on your team, you don't do anything else. Just give the ball to Jim Brown the entire game. Jim Brown says, "Give me the football." And there you go. That's a very famous sketch, and it's very funny. I don't do it any justice at all. Richard Pryor, the Jim Brown bit by Richard Pryor. Look it up. It's funny. You'll like it, even if you don't understand American football particularly. You've seen this, and you'll get it. And Richard Pryor is very funny. What's the score? 4-3 Failure. I think they gave it to Julio again. Spangles Hunkerdome is running it. Barry Sanders. We haven't got a Barry Sanders on the field. I mean, Flapjack's probably the closest you get, but even then, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't think he's consistent enough. He doesn't escape. He doesn't get out of jail as much as Barry did. It's a good suggestion, and Barry's one of my favourite players. But I mean, Barry's one of everybody's favourite players, unless you've got something wrong with you. Dick Berg there with the catch as the Saints are driving and there's 9 plays left in the game. Don't let me get distracted. This one's heating up. Kremp. A good throw, gets a first down. 7 plays left. Saints trailing. But the end zone is right there. Hunkerdome is going to get to the end zone. It's now 4-all. And you have to be saying, get the ball to Julio a la carte. And that's not what they're doing. Well, they've done it now, but it's too late. They've got 1 play left and 52 yards to go, and they don't do it. Final score is a tie. Yeah, I was right about the fan points as well. Failure 4, Volcamoose 4. Probably a fair result. Julio a la carte, player of the game, 133 fan points. 268 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 5 deflections, 2 interceptions. For the Volcamoose Saints, Chris Biscuit is player of the game with 123 fan points, 67 pancakes, 16 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 5 sacks, pass deflection, and an injury inflicted. Yeah, I know. Beefcake. Chris Biscuit is the pancake artist of the game, but it is worth noting that also on Volcamoose, Constant Frenzy, 56 pancakes. Demetrius Gafford, another 56 pancakes. Just battering them. Over on Failurewood, Erknot Blabber is number 1 pancake artist with 33. I think Failurewood got lucky. Well, they were sacked 10 times. Yep. Lucky. Yeah, quite so. Right, we have left to play Shady Palms up against the Axemen, which is our last game of the day. We've got Grunt versus Stardozer, which is the game up next. And we've got BDP versus Blood Pit, which is our penultimate game. Grunt Auto Group. My oh my, do they have some offense? My oh my, does their defense stink this season? Stardozer. They've got defense, they haven't got offense. This could be any kind of a game. And it's icy. Yeah, sure, throw that in there as well. I don't know what to expect. Anything could flip and happen. Stardozer going to start with a ball, and Wilf Jerk is going to show us why he is runner number 1 for Stardozer Human Resources. I'll sit back and enjoy the show. He ran for no yards. Had a feeling he would. They then hustle the ball out to Rock Hands, who's got a 48-yard first down. Mini Sabotage is getting a go at runner 3, and it's a nice run. 12-yard gain. Jerk, this time he runs outside, and that's another 9 on the ground. Turpentine throws, Hands, touchdown. Stardozer up 1-0. Clacton throws for 6. Shelf Space is sacked. Taco can only complete for 1. Stardozer back in possession. Jerk goes nowhere. Turpentine completes to Lloyd Gadzooks. And it's a 31-yard gain. Sabotage tries a throw. That didn't really work. Jerk doesn't get anywhere. It's 3rd and 11. Jam Turpentine. It's got to be a pass. It is a pass, and Hans has got another touchdown. Whew, what does the ice do? Oh, I think if I hover over this, I might be able to tell you. It decreases pass accuracy. We got a fumble. I'm not sure who it was fumbled it, but Mini Sabotage has recovered and made a good recovery there. Jerk throws to the end zone. Turpentine touchdown. It's 3-0 Stardozer. Mulawab's got a good catch. And he's broken a tackle that came in from Ostentatious Smack. And as a result, picks up 59 yards. Ilma Shelf Space throws to Clacton Express, who's down at the 2-yard line. Smoked Taco to the end zone. Missed. Simple Simbil, who is the league's leading passer this season, didn't complete either. But Mulawab gets him out of jail to make it 3-1. Wilfie Jerk running on first down for Stardozer. Turpentine throws a short one, but Gadzooks has got it there, having knocked Simbil over. It might have been. It might actually be Mulawab. Well, it's someone. It's someone. 3rd and 4, Turpentine, first down. And still rolling. Lovely run there from Jam Turpentine, 25 yards. Sabotage goes around the far side. Gadzooks has knocked Mulawab right over. End zone, Sabotage touchdown, 4-1 Stardozer. Taco catches a 2-yarder, then has possession on 3rd and 8 and makes a 10-yard gain. Simbil throws, Mulawab with the catch for 6. Here's Shelf Space on 2nd and 3. There's Mulawab again, who's been covered by Rock Hands. Crikey. That is an epic level matchup. Who's your money on? Both of them. All right. Shelf Space to Mulawab, gets him close to a first down, and a bad throw cancels the drive. Jerk is in the end zone and manages to get rid of it. He'd stayed in there too long. Turpentine has to throw one away. Sabotage on 3rd and 10, and it's dropped. So Grunt really don't lose that much ground as they get another swing at it, and Clacton gets them a first. No, Clacton gets them a touchdown. It's 4-2. Grunt pull one back. Jam Turpentine, 2nd and 4. That's a good bit of running. Yeah. I've seen Jam Turpentine in action quite a few times, and only now am I going, might actually be a decent player. All right. Okay, well, I'll let you know. Mini Sabotage on 2nd and 10, throws one to nobody. Wilf Jerk completes. Gadzooks with the catch. Could go all the way. Touchdown Stardozer. As half-time rolls around, the score is 5-2 with Stardozer on top. Shelf Space throws. It's Mulawab with the catch for 16 yards. Taco throws, and that one's caught by Clacton, but not a lot of yardage there. Clacton gets the next catch as well for 17. Shelfie throwing it. Grunt just going all the way airborne now. Simple Simbil throws. Clacton with another catch. Shelf Space throws. Mulawab touchdown. Well, okay. Yeah, Grunt have taken the gloves off. They've stopped experimenting with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been working and have gone like, right then, airborne. Let's flipping have it. And it worked. Now they've just got to make a stop, which is something they have not been themselves at all season. Wilf to the end zone, touchdown Stardozer, who still lead by 3. And here comes the air raid again. I mean, Clacton is doing a very nice job, but is only managing to get single-digit yards on every catch, apart from this one. I queued that up. That was 33 yards. Shelfie throws. That was 6. See? I'm vindicated. Touchdown Grunt. It's 6-4. Well, Grunt need a mistake from Stardozer or for their defense to step up and get a stop. Which they just did. Okay, there goes Mulawab. And Wilf can't tackle him. Mulawab down inside the 10. Shelfie scrambles, can only get a yard out of it. And it's intercepted by Rock Hands. Well, you don't take a player like Rock Hands and expect him not to intercept the ball. No, what are you even thinking? 3rd and 5, though. And Sabotage can't get any further, and Grunt have another opportunity to close the gap. Clacton gets 17 off that one. Shelfie chucks it. Mulawab with the first down. Taco And that one's complete to Muluab for another first down. Sim Bill to the end zone. Muluab touchdown. 6-5. Injury on the field. Muluab Verbose has been taken out of the game. And the bounty has been collected by Stardozer. But Exorcism Fry has subbed in. And Fry's quick. Not as good a player as Muluab in terms of reliability. But in terms of the ability to just disappear. Here we go. Not all that great. No, it's only 27 yards. Oh, it's still 27 yards. 6-all is the score. All right, Hands with a catch is up to the halfway line. There's 10 plays left in the game. All right, last team with the ball wins. Okay, Sabotage. Still Sabotage. Just kicking Fry down the field there on an 18-yard run. And there goes Hands for a touchdown. 7-6. 7-6. Grunt now in possession, but they need a big play. And that's Fry only getting them 15 yards. Fry again gets them to the 26-yard line. Shelf space throws. Fry now down at the 8-yard line. 2 plays to go. Taco. Touchdown. Clacton. Game over. Final score, Grunt Auto Group 7, Stardozer Human Resources 7. Good game. Wilf Jerk is player of the game for 60 fan points for Stardozer Human Resources, 166 passing, 5 touchdowns, 1 deflection. For Grunt Auto Group, Muluab, despite not completing the game, 52 fan points, 230 receiving, 4 touchdowns, 1 deflection. Pancakes at Grunt, 45 for Frog Plots. Over at Stardozer, bim, beep, beep, boop, boom, 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 they didn't really try. 17 for Ostentatious Smack. Good game. Good game. Right, penultimate game time. I'm excited. Yeah, because both teams are running children. Right. Okay, yeah. Bulldozer Power have Sheriff Rotten, Fanny Glowstick and Le Freak. Who might actually be making his league debut in this one. Bitsy Hijinks, Ook Beltsan doing receiving. On a cursed field. Meanwhile at Blood Pit, Frank Folly, Siberia pronounced, and Grab Serpentine are getting to play. Alongside in the wall, obviously Peter Brickwall's in there. You don't not play Peter Brickwall. No. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even put Steve in. I didn't put Steve in. I was wondering if I did or not. No, Steve's not playing. Until someone gets injured, and then he'll be in. But the good news is he plays pretty much everywhere. Peter Brickwall is joined by Paddy System and Hillbilly Showtime. And then they've got Butte Yakko and Gizmo Gypsum. I mean, it's anybody's guess. I've no idea how this is going to play out. I've got a few starters on. But they've got Peter Brickwall on, so I guess it kind of evens out. Frank Folly can't get anywhere, tackle for loss from the Sheriff. And then Denial Ice Chest with a sack. Siberia throws, and Yakko gets the catch, but it's not enough for the first time. Glow Stick is dropped by Le Freak. And then Bitsy drops one as well. You people are not showering yourselves in flipping glory. Sheriff Rotten's been injured, in comes Steve. All right. Where's he playing defensively? Linebacker. That's not ideal. All right. There we go. Here comes Steve. Oh, look, he's going on a big run. Touchdown. 50-yard run for Big Steve Morrie. Yeah. Didn't really want you on the field. I was trying to get the kids some training, Steve. Anyway, Siberia now having a go. That's worth 1 yard. Frank Folly on a 2nd and 8. Gets close to the first time. Grab Serpentine's going to get the first. A 10-yard run. Ran the opposite way to all the action, which is a good way to get yardage. Pronounced goes 4. Folly throws. No one's there. 3rd and 6. Serpentine does the same thing again. Effective, but not a first down this time. Glow Stick throws a short one to Steve. Only 35 yards. Steve now with the ball. And he's wrapped up dead quick. Nice work. Le Freak can't do anything. Well, I know that Le Freak might find themselves out of a career. if I have to cut my roster any shorter than it currently is. Gizmo Gypsum there, making a nice catch, gets 42 yards off the pass from Serpentine. Pronounced is now running the ball, and that's an 8-yard gain. Folly is stuffed for a loss by Diego. Grab Serpentine goes nowhere. Fanny is having a run. Don't do that, Fanny. Throw the ball, that's what you're for. Steve has inflicted an injury on someone. Just gave him a kick in as he ran past. He's still running. Paddy System has been taken out by Big Steve. Ben Radical subbed in. The Freak is having a run, and he's run for a first down. Oh, that's your move. Glow Stick throws. It's caught for 7 yards. Steve throws. It's caught by Ook Belt Sand for the touchdown. 2-0 BDP. Okay, Serpentine sacked by Diego. Siberia complete to grab Serpentine. There's some merit going on there. Frank Folly. Not a lot of action, only 3 yards. Serpentine again completes to Folly, and that's a 7-yard gain. Siberia. And that one's deflected by Belt Sand. Folly goes nowhere, it's 3rd and 10. Siberia on the run gets nowhere good. Okay, Fanny, throw it. There you go. Belt Sand with the catch. And a respectable 28-yard gain. Steve's thrown the ball because he thinks he's a quarterback. The Freak is running away from trouble. Good lad. First down, steps out of bounds. Glowstick to Bitsy Hijinks, who makes the catch for 11. Steve's going on a run. He's had to work for that one, though, and he gets 13 yards. The Freak to Belt Sand, who fumbles it, and it's recovered by the bouncers. Okay. Serpentine straight through the middle of the line because Steve isn't in the line. Yeah. I'm going to miss you, Steve, when you die, possibly later in this game. Frank Folly. That's a 5-yard gain. Half-time has been and gone. BDP currently up by 2, but largely because the league MVP has subbed in. Yeah. Folly completes for 18 yards. The sack comes in from Steve. Serpentine throws. It's Yakko with the catch, and that'll be another first down. Siberia. Nice running from Siberia. Bit slow, but a tackle breaker. Diego comes up with a sack. Okay, and that's the end of the drive. Fanny Glowstick is injured by Grab Serpentine. Dougie Conglomerate is in and playing runner. He's not played runner since he was at the Pirates, and that's a 6-yard gain immediately. I mean, he was a good runner, but he has proved to be a great receiver. There he goes. Doug picks up 7. Steve now running the ball as well, and we've got a ground game. Okay. Yep, 34 yards for Big Steve. The Freak with the pass. Bitsy with a catch and a touchdown. 3-0 BDP. Yeah. It could be a finale preview. I don't think it'll be this lineup, but it is plausible that this is the bowl this year. Do I think it's likely? I don't think it is. But it is plausible that these are the two bowl teams in the final. Bitsy, nice interception, Bitsy. I've been waiting for Bitsy Hijinks to come good, you know. I've been waiting. I swear she is an awesome player, but then again, I swear that Sheriff Rotten is an awesome player, and he has never been anything other than a colossal disappointment. As Steve gets another touchdown to make it 6-0, and now we can activate sympathy. Although I'm terrified of doing so because I don't want to see which one of my players gets killed. Yeah. All right, Steve. There he goes again. Nice one, Steve. Pushing 200 yards on the ground is Big Steve. There goes Doug. He only gets 3. Steve throwing the ball. The Freak getting tackled for a loss. That was Doug Conglomerate throwing to Steve Morey. I mean, that's some Dream Team stuff going on there. 7-0 BDP. Siberia catches the ball for 9. Denial Ice Chest comes up with a second sack in the game. Steve with a tackle for loss. Steve with a nice big chunky run. Steve with an Steve. Everyone else can't wait for him to die as well. I know this. I know it. That's what, I mean, I thought I'd played him for precisely that reason. But then I decided to try and give the team of the future the opportunity to prove themselves. Most notably, Le Freak, who, it has to be said, I don't think he's in our team of the future. Final score, Bulldozer Power 7, Blood Pit Bouncers 0 in not a real game. Big Steve came off the bench, gets player of the game, 118 fan points, 215 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, 15 pancakes, 23 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, 1 injury inflicted. It's Steve. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Peter Brickwall for the Blood Pit Bouncers, 30 fan points, 54 pancakes. Their 1 starter gets their player of the game. And you kind of go, that's why he's a starter. 54 pancakes, very respectable. Anybody beat that? No. Hillbilly Showtime did 33. That's okay. Then over on BDP, Deny Less, Ice Chest, 46. All right. Into... he came off the bench after about 10 plays, so it doesn't really count that much. He played 90. It is, yeah. he wasn't out of the game for long. Big game, this one. Shady Palms versus the Of City Axemen. Speaking of, this is a really unlikely championship bowl matchup. But it's very plausible. Shady Palms are playing an absolute blinder this season. And Of City, as much as will repeatedly tell you that their current scoreline is an aberration, they're still 11-1. Aberration or not, they are 11-1 and deserve to be. This game's going to be really interesting. You see, on paper, I think the Palms blow them out. But in reality, I think the Axemen are so well-rounded a team that they could hold off just about anybody. Shandy Worthless, a 27-yard game to get Of City moving immediately. There's Gibby Love Handles with a nice catch and go, and no one can tackle him. That's another 39 yards. Abby Chopstick with the throw. And that's caught. Love Handles down at the 1-inch line. Pritchus cannot get in. Andre Dreadsaw finds Love Handles in the end zone, 1-0 Axemen. There goes Miguel Jupe for a first down for Shady Palms. Jovial can only get 1 yard. Fangs throws to Ubiquitous, and that's a bunch of yards right there, 23. Ubiquitous now looking to pass his sack by Car Chaser. Is Jovial again. Is round the outside of the line, and Jovial's going to chew up some yards. 24. Fangs has got receivers for days. I don't know why I didn't throw a Lobster there. Lobster had a great run and did not get the ball. Jovial has to fight to get out of the bit behind the line. Backfield. That's what they call it. Plays over already. Julio's just scored. Julio Lobster makes it 1-1. Okay, 2nd and 1 for the Axemen, and it's completed to by Dreadzor. Chopstick makes a 2-yard completion. 2nd and 8 is Pritchus. Shandy Worthless with the catch and a 29-yard gain. Andre Dreadzor picks up 3 more. Abby Chopstick gains 4. Pritchus Serenity gains more. Flipping, look at that. That was about 8 tackles broken by just pinging off them, and Dreadzor's in the end zone. It's 2-1. There goes Julio Lobster, and that's a 22-yard gain. Jovial Impairment has got good blocks and is heading upfield. He's still going. Impairment, 36 yards on the ground. Impairment now with a catch. Down at the 5. Ubiquitous looking to throw. Throws it away out the back of the end zone. Jovial. Straight ahead. Touchdown. 2-2. I wouldn't have said this was going to be a shootout. Well, you should have. Yeah. Andre Dreadsaw just breaking every tackle you've ever seen. Runs for 29 yards and Chopstick makes it 3-2. Here goes Ubiquitous. It's like a shootout, except grinding it out with just big, beefy plays. These two teams are almost a mirror image of each other. Jovial Impairment with a nice run. Lots of drow on the field. Obviously, Jovial is your standout, but I think I've seen 2, possibly 3, playing at Of City. Jupe's a drow as well. It's 3-3. Yeah, Love Handles, also a drow. Yeah, you see, there's Dreadzor, it's a Celestial, who's another middleweight player. Shandy Worthless is a drow. well. I mean, we've known they're good for a while. They can't see worth a damn, but you can't doubt the physical performance. It's like Drow and Draken and Orcs and who else am I thinking? Celestials. Humans at a push if they've got one standout stat. They're good middleweight players, which unless you match up to them well, are going to stomp you all day. Because they are consistent across a multitude of stats. It was 4-3, it's now 4-all. Because obviously one team gets the ball and goes down the other end of the field over the course of about 5 plays. And then we go the other way. Yeah. Dreadzort, first down. Still going. And that's another 27 yards. I mean, obviously they're both knackering each other's defensive ratings. But at the moment, I would say Of City are just slightly more effective on offense. Shady Palms look a little more like stalling. But only fractionally. Yeah, good deflection. It's 2nd and 10. Ubiquitous going to get 1 yard. 3rd and 9. Jovial's got to do it. Jovial's done it. And he's fumbled it. And the Axemen have the ball just after half-time and the opportunity to go 2 up. Gibby Love handles a 44-yard catch and go. Dreadzor throws. Worthless has got the catch. Chopstick now. And it's 6-4. Epic stuff. Ubiquitous runs 11. Jovial's on the move again. Can only get 1 yard. 2nd and 9. But Trevor Fangs. Crikey, when he doesn't have to break through the line, he's got some pace. 35 yards. Ubiquitous is tackled for a loss. Jovial, straight up the middle, can only get a few. His Fangs again, and he's passed it, and it's been... And the Axemen are now going to turn the screw. 32 plays left in the game. Axemen back in possession. Shandy Worthless with the catch. Abby Chopstick picks up 4 yards. Pritchus. 7-4. And fundamentally, that's as a result of Shady Palms having 2 drives that they didn't convert. That's the only difference in the game right now, because Of City are not missing. They look pretty flippin' impressive. But I mean, you field them up against some superstars, and maybe. I mean, Shady Palms are a good team, and they look it. Worthless has made an interception. That'll end it. Well, it could do. No. Well, Clarence Budgie has made an interception. Fangs with a good catch. It's going to be a pullback score, but they've got to make stops, which they haven't. Hold on, no, Jovial fumbled it. Oh, all right then. Yeah, no. Any dreams of a nail biter? No, Jovial's recovered the ball. He's gone and punched it and gone, hang on, I wanted that back. Well, you shouldn't have lost it in the first place then. It was mine to lose. Julio Lobster, a 17-yard gain. Ubiquitous. Oh, it's a step out of bounds at the half-yard line, but Jovial follows up to make it 7-5. Immediate interception? No. Yeah. Abby Chopstick is still on the move. Anytime Joe says the Axemen aren't as good as they look, yes, they are. That's it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they are. They are as good as they look. Their record is going to be 12-1 coming out of this game, and they are now the bowl favourites, for my money. Now, you will have to see them up against Monkey Cage. But Monkey Cage isn't a defender. He's a capable defender, but he's not defensive. It's not his first move. He's a hell of a blocker. Yeah. See, here's your issue. Of City win it 8-5. But Jovial gets player of the game with 54 fan points, 242 rushing, 3 touchdowns, 1 deflection. Clarence Budgie with 51 fan points ties with Shandy Worthless for the Axemen, who is their player of the game, with 200 receiving, 2 touchdowns, a deflection and interception. But Axemen's fan points total, 51, 48, 43, 42, 35, 31, 28, and then Weathercone, who was rubbish. That is a team. Yeah. They're a handful, all right. Good game. Interesting game. Good, interesting game. The Steganauts have a bounty against the sweaty Marsupials. Now, I think Fernando's actually AFK today. I think I read that earlier, but I could be wrong. No, you didn't. Fernando, are you here? You might be here. Yeah, there he is. Fernando is here. Sorry, Fernando. I mistook you for someone else. You've got a bounty against the Marsupials. Do you want to put a bounty? Or you're spoiled for choice. Carl Svazdan, Ruthie Spasms, Hog Mexico. And he's passing. Oh, Fernando. Oh, Fernando. I'm disappointed. Erg Melonflex. Coach Hart would like the team to help with a local disaster. If you help, you gain 2 appeal, but you lose 10% durability in the next game. If you reject it, you lose an appeal. Floody, what's your move? What's your poison? What do you fancy? What's it going to be? Ooh, tricky. I mean, come on, this is your potential bowl season, so you don't throw your durability away. You go, no, knackers to appeal. Stuff it. Don't want it. Keep my team alive. This is our season. This is the one we're going to win. Don't tell me Floody's left. Watches his own game and then leaves. What is that? What even is that? Can someone ping him, please? Just on the off chance he's now doing something else rather than paying attention where he should be. This is important. Scouting is watching all the other games, as well as having, considerable something. What? You posted an F rank. Well, that's the wrong place to post, Floody. Help them gain the 2 appeal for free agency picks. Okay. Sway Marsupials, Ruthie Spasms is not going to play without being promoted. Paid more, even. I mean, what are we looking at there? That's 36 gold per week pay rise for Ruthie Spasms. You pay it. It's not even a question. Spasms is instrumental to your line. You can't let her go. Right, okay, fair enough. Oh, and more. Toy Masters Mindy Sleep-A-Lot has got into a fight with Remington Boost over Gloomy Passenger. Should Mindy Sleep-A-Lot be thrown off the team, or do you want to lose 2 appeal? Is Mindy Sleep-A-Lot any good? Strength's not bad. Anything else? No. A rookie? Yeah, I suppose so. Wolfgang, I've seen you around. Are you got your ears on? It's a keep. Yeah, I mean, because obviously you've got the end of season boost because you're not going to make the playoffs. So it'd be interesting to see what comes up there. Anyway, here's the... Oh, that's a nice one. Here are the training results. At Edgy Slum, Tarquin Bangfish has done the training. Erg Melonflex, because they clearly need it. Georgina Karate has now started training. Because of course she has. Peninsula Transport's Millstone Misfit has done a bit of boost as well. Zune Lampoon at the Bumson Medics has done a bit of training. And at the Voodoo Boys, Bambi Turnoff has been working out. At the Wizards, Camille Roller Skates has helped as well, gaining 4 points worth of basic training. Edgy Slum's Lucy Legbiter has made everybody happier, whereas at Erg Melonflex, Engelbert Loudmouth has made everybody less happy. Boo. But Erg Melonflex have also gone and helped out with a local disaster. Jalaf has chucked 20 bucks in the bucket as the fees due for lacking success. It's not your fault, man. It's just not your fault. Everything else you have seen already. Yeah. Let's look at the results. And Pass Deflections Ocean Tanklat this week's Vuvu Boys with 6. Tackles for Loss Mikey Ultra at Grazer Ridge. Really? 4. Sacks Troy Oktoberfest at Cheerio Incorporated. 5. Nice to see some new names in here. Interceptions Hanky Fungible at Peninsula Transport with 2. Tackles, it's Big Steve, the all-time tackle leader. Yeah, the very same, with 23. Defensive Player of the Week, Julio Alacarte for Faileywood Hills. Pancakes, it's Kathy Glowpan at the Beekeepers with 68. Receiving yards, Strong Ways for the Roadies with 347. Big game. Rush yards, Jovial Impairment with 242 at Shady Palms. Meanwhile, passing yards, Pritchard Serenity, 336 at the Axemen. And total yards, also Serenity with 413. Offensive Player of the Week, though, Gillian Void Monkey at the Minstrels. Whereas Player of the Week is Julio Alacarte at Faileywood. Into the last week of the season, but let's have a quick look at the standings. 5 points remain. Stardozer have won the smooth. Well done to them. Grazer Ridge can get 5 more points. Is it enough? No. Is Bad Company decided? Yeah. Yep. No, not quite. But, yeah, Bad Company is not decided, but you're choosing who gets the bye week. Probably. Yeah, maybe. Of City, obviously through and will have the bye week. Yeah. Volcamoose are also in as a wild card. Budget have won the Sloganator and are in. Erg Melonflex and the Bouncers are both in, but if Erg Melonflex lose while Blood Pit win next week, then Blood Pit will go through as possibly the bye week. Stardozer could also get the bye week. Erg Melonflex could get the bye week. But both Erg Melonflex and Blood Pit are going to the playoffs. Over in Fail Brigade, is there anything still up for question? Yep. Okay. Apart from reduced. Yeah, the wood chip is still in debate. Bombastic BDP are going through as champs. Stone Me were also going through as the number 1 seed. Well, I mean, you had 11 wins. Yeah, all right, fair play. Shady Palms are also in. Not yet, no, not necessarily. Grunt, though, are out. Sharp intake of breath. Colonel Space Agency, if the Fun Bus and the Space Agency both win and Shady Palms lose, Shady Palms miss the playoffs. Equally, if KSA win and the Fun Bus lose, the Fun Bus miss the playoffs. Oh God, yeah. But Colonel Space Agency win the wood chip. Whoever wins out of these two, if the Fun Bus and it's a bit complicated, but not massively so. In the Whoop Whoop division, Shady Palms Sweaty Marsupials are going to the playoffs as champ of the Whoop Whoop. The Pathfinders are going to the playoffs as a wild card. Well done, Pathfinders. Yeah. Is anything going to change that? Nope. Pathfinders are going through as wild card number 1. Yeah. Okay. And in the reduced, the Minstrels have got in on a technicality. Brilliant. Love it. Fantastic. So, which games actually matter? Fun Bus, Space Agency, Palms. Those are the games that matter next week. Nothing else does. Arguably Blood Pit and Erg Melonflex, but they're both in anyway. All right, so who's playing who? Blood Pit have got Grunt. Whew. Yeah. Space Agency have got Erg Melonflex, and Erg Melonflex want to win in order to get the number 1 seed, so KSA have it cut out for them. Beekeepers against Shady Palms is winnable. Fun Bus against the Toy Masters favours the Fun Bus ever so slightly, but the Toy Masters do have a decent line. It's an interesting one. Yeah. I've been Colonel Failure. 1 week left in the regular season, and then a new champion will be crowned. Tune in next week where the first of those two things will happen. I'll catch you then. Cheerio. Button.